Present Takes crew. This is Alex and Ray, and we're going to be doing our first ever live stream: Philadelphia Eagles versus the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. Ray, how you doing, buddy?
Go Pack Go. That's how I'm doing right now, bud.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, Ray is getting his set up. I already have mine going. We're going to sync up here in a second. This is the first regular season matchup for these two teams since last season when they opened up the season in Brazil. Funny enough, they are also wearing the same jerseys. So for those of you that are superstitious or a little stitious, read into that what you will.
Hey, I'm superstitious, and every time I've worn this jersey for a Packers game, they've won. All I'm going to say.
Again, this game is going to be in Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Current field temps is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. This is from what I heard on the TV broadcast, Ray, this is the earliest cold weather game in the NFL that's been below 32 degrees in 28 seasons. So this is going to be a cold one in Green Bay there in Lambeau.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one tonight. I'm interested to see what happens with them. So
it is going to be an interesting matchup. The last 4 seasons, the Eagles have been 4-0 coming off of a bye. The Green Bay Packers, they've been hit and miss and rather inconsistent. They are sitting at 5-3-1, or 5-2-1 rather. Sorry, I consider the tie.
I'll be right back. You just kind of take over for a second here.
Yeah, go away. Ray's still getting set up. So, as I was saying, the Packers are 5-2-1. They tied with the Dallas Cowboys, but in the last podcast with Ray, he and I both agree that a tie might as well be a loss. So technically, in our eyes, Packers are sitting at 5-3. Eagles are sitting 6-2. Current NFC picture: the Seattle Seahawks, coming off of their most recent win, are sitting at the number 1 seed in the NFC. Eagles are right there at number 2, and the Packers are in the middle of the pack. Pardon the pun. As I said before, Ray and I, we're going to be doing our very first live stream. The first time we're ever doing this, so we're going to be playing with it, figuring it out as we go. I am going to be pulling up live stats as the game goes on, sharing anything interesting that I see and anything that may be on the live broadcast. We do want to, here on the Frozen Takes crew, acknowledge the passing away of the Dallas Cowboys defensive linebacker Marshawn Nealon. I do believe he was a rookie player this year. From what I saw, he did commit suicide. For those of you out there watching or listening, if you are facing any inner demons, or you're hearing voices, you're hearing thoughts, or you're thinking about hurting yourself, please, there is resource, and there are resources out there for you. Please get help. There's always a helping hand out there for you. And that goes out from all of us here on the Frozen Takes crew, me, Fred, and Ray as well. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup. 2 high-powered teams. The Eagles have been not as high-powered as we've seen them in the past few seasons. The Packers have been kind of inconsistent. They've been either really, really good or really, really bad.
I'm good now. I finally got everything all set up here. So
good to hear. As I was saying, this Packers team has been inconsistent. Going into this year, they were considered the top team in the NFC. Eagles obviously were right there as well.
I didn't consider them the top team in the NFC. Maybe some experts did, but even as the Packer fan here, we weren't the top team in the NFC.
And I was not super high on the Packers either. Ray, I'm not sure how much you heard there, but Packers do currently sit at 5-2-1, but we both consider a tie might as well being a loss. So really, in our eyes, the Packers are sitting at 5-3, going up against us.
Look at what I said at our last episode, too. That tie's going to end up killing them, because I have everybody with 7 losses in the NFC North. But since Packers have a tie, they only end up with 9 wins, whereas everybody else ends with 10, and Green Bay's the last one out.
Yeah, so if you're the Green Bay Packers and you have that tie sitting in the back of your heads, this is, I mean, any game right now is a must-win game, especially against an NFC opponent. The NFC North had some interesting games. I believe Detroit just absolutely thrashed the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, that wasn't even a game.
No, Vikings lost a close one. So still some jockeying for position there in the NFC North. NFC East, it's the Eagles, and then there's everybody else. Brian Dable got fired from the New York Giants. As I said,
that surprises me today. I mean, we all expected him to get fired, but With the momentum they had for a hot minute there, I figured he'd survive till the end of the season. So that kind of took me by surprise.
Agreed. Now, I don't know about you, Ray, but we just saw the national anthem and the fireworks go off, so we are good to go. How about you, buddy?
Yep, that's right about where I'm at. When we do kickoff, I'll kind of do a 14:59, 14:58, kind of see where you're at with where I'm at. That way we're on the same page here. So
Works for me. Ray, what are you going to be looking out for in this game? Because I know I'm going to be looking for a few different things, but what are you looking for?
as a Packers fan and from the Packers perspective, the one thing I want to see is every single game, Green Bay starts off slow and then picks it up in the end when it's like, okay, it's go time. It's almost like what the Philadelphia Eagles have been doing in a way this year when they've only been playing one half of football, except Green Bay's always been playing in the second half, if not the fourth quarter. We need to play in the first half, high speed, quit going slow, just go full throttle, ready to go. Because whenever we've done that, we haven't been able to be stopped. If we can do that, we'll be all right today. But if we play slow and fall behind right away, like we have been, we're going to get in trouble really early tonight.
Yeah, and as far as the Eagles go, I think it really starts with the running game. You cannot be afraid of Micah Parsons. Anytime the Eagles have played Micah Parsons, they have not been afraid to run at him, and they've been successful doing so. You also have, and we've been saying this for weeks, and national pundits have said this as well, you got to get A.J. Brown involved. If you get A.J. Brown involved, that opens up Saquon Barkley. That also opens up Dallas Goedert on the tight end position. It opens up their whole offense. On the defensive side, I do want to see the cornerback 2 situation. Jair Alexander did not travel with the team, citing a little bit of an injury there with his knee. And
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Hopefully he's good to go for the next game. We'll see. But the Eagles
He's been a healthy scratch 3 weeks in a row, dude. I told you whenever you guys got him, I said good luck.
Well, it's only been 1 week so far, so let's just pump the brakes here. But the Eagles, they are going to be sporting their new edge rusher, Jalen Phillips. They got him in a trade with the Miami Dolphins for a 3rd-round pick. And then they also got a depth corner. I believe his name is Williams or something like that from the New York Jets. So I think that cornerback position is going to be a position of interest. And if you're the Packers, again, just like every team that I've seen play against the Eagles, they're going to be going up at that cornerback 2 to see what they can take advantage of.
And I noticed a lot of what Green Bay and Jordan Love has been doing is Romeo Doubs has been slowly becoming his favorite target. Now, granted, we're having some receivers come back like Christian Watson and a couple other big name receivers that we've had. But is Doubs going to remain his favorite target? Is he going to start looking at Watson some more? Or what is this offense going to do with a lot of these people we have coming back from injury? That's kind of where I'm interested to see how Green Bay continues on later in the season here.
So right before we get to kickoff, Ray, what's your score prediction here?
Do you want the fan prediction or do you want the what I realistically see prediction?
Let's be real. What's your real prediction?
My real prediction, as much as I hate to say it, I have Philly winning this one 27-20.
Interesting. I have it being a little bit more of a low-scoring game. I have it being Philadelphia 21, Green Bay Packers 17.
Now, if you want the Green Bay fan in me and what I hope happens, if they actually fire off and play quick like I can see them doing, Green Bay will put up 30 tonight. But that means Green Bay has to play all 4 quarters and fire off right away. And with Green Bay getting the opening kickoff, we're going to see how their offense starts right off the bat here.
That it is. And right now, 33 degrees, and we are off. Jake Elliott kicks it off, and it's going to land in the landing zone, and Packers are going to advance the ball.
57, 56, 55, 54, 53.
Don't listen to Raymond. He's being a butthead.
No, I'm trying to make sure we're time synced together. That's what I'm giving you.
53.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. I was reading it off to make sure we were on the same spot. I wasn't saying yardage. I was reading the time, so we're in time sync together, sir.
Yardage, butt munch.
Jordan Love has been actually really accurate this year. Low in interceptions, which has been great. It's been looking like the Favre and Rodgers we've had of Green Bay past, but we need to start coming together and being a lot more consistent as an offense.
Yep, Jordan Love under center, man in motion, going up to the top of our screen. 2 men on the right-hand side, 1 on the bottom. Hand off to Jacobs, and he gets about 3 on a run up the middle.
If we can get Jacobs going tonight, that's another factor Green Bay has going in their favor. He scored a touchdown in how many straight games right now? He's been looking a little rusty. He'll break off a big play here and there. They've been going to their backup a lot, but if Jacobs can get rolling tonight, that's going to play a big factor in the Green Bay's offense and their passing as well.
That it will be. All right. So Jordan Love in the shotgun. Quick snap. Danson out to Jacobs.
There we go.
Missed tackle.
There we go.
Down. Looks like about midfield.
There we go. Nice. Keep feeding it to Jacobs, baby.
Nice little swing pass there to Jacobs. A missed tackle by Nakobe Dean. Yeah, they're going to mark that just shy of the 50, still in the Packer territory.
As long as we can move the ball. Right now, we're looking good.
And if you're watching the game with us, number 50 there is Jalen Phillips. Right there, they're zooming in on him. He's the newest Eagle there on the edge. Packers are coming out in a lot of these 2 receiver sets.
I'm interested to see what Green Bay does without Kraft, knowing he's done for the year now with his torn ACL.
And another Jacobs run, another decent run. Looks like about 2.5, 3.
It looks like they're going Jacobs heavy early, knowing that we don't have our tight end out. They're leaning on Jacobs a lot more than they have been. So,
yep. Good pursuit there by Jalen Phillips getting the tackle. And that puts the ball inside Philadelphia territory.
I know either way this goes for me tonight, whenever the kids come back to school Wednesday, knowing I'm in a school filled with a bunch of Eagles fans, I'm either going to have a really good day or a really bad day.
Tight end in motion to the near side. Wide receiver in motion. Quick handoff to Jacobs again. Bust through the line, about 5.
I'm loving this so far. Run the ball, make them focus on the run and focus on Jacobs, open up the pass later on. I love it.
That does open up the pass game. It does bring your corners and your linebackers more into the box and does open you up to play action pass. I would not be surprised on 3rd and 3 to see a little bit of a medium range pass, maybe a crossing route here. Packers coming out of the huddle into the line.
I wouldn't even be upset if they tried to run it one more time.
Jordan Davis in the shotgun again with these 2 wide receiver sets, tight end in motion. Hand it off to Jacobs again, who...
First down. There we go. Let's keep that ball moving, baby.
Jalen Carter got a paw on him, but Jacobs had the forward momentum there and enough for a first down.
No, they called it short.
I called it a first down. They're going to try and quick snap it, and they get it.
Hey, we'll take it. It's our own version of the tush push. We'll take it.
Interesting call in the spot there. I wonder why they moved it or they spotted it there. Maybe forward progress or something.
Maybe his knee was down and we just didn't get a quick replay with how fast they hurried up to the line there. So
quite possible. Ooh, a little bit of movement there.
You cut out there. What was that?
A little bit of movement there on the Packer line, and Nick Sirianni is not liking that.
Oh, if you saw all these reports in the Eagles and their tush push, they jump every time they run that play.
All right, another Jacobs run. My goodness. About a yard, maybe 2.
It almost looks like they're afraid to put the ball in the air, knowing that Kraft's out because he was such a big part of our passing offense.
I don't know if it's that. I think the Packers are wanting to get the Eagles to commit to the run and then put the ball up in the air.
Well, Jacobs just went off the field. I would not be surprised if we see a pass play here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a tight end play or a pass to the tight end this play.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the left, Jordan Love in the shotgun. Jacobs going out, and it is indeed a pass. Nothing, and Jordan Love is sacked by the newest Eagle. Oh, no, that is Jalix Hunt off the right edge. Jalix Hunt gets a huge loss, probably like a 10-yard loss there.
Too much. He had plenty of chances to throw that. He had a wide receiver sitting on, or the running back sitting in the flat. He should have gotten rid of that when he had the chance.
Everybody that I'm seeing is covered there.
Not the running back in the flat. He was open. Right there with Dobbs.
Ooh, that's a missed opportunity.
Come
job,
on,
Jake.
Love.
That's what you want if you're the Eagles there. 3rd and 20. You're just wanting to get hopefully into field goal range. Jordan Love drops back, and he's going to air it out.
And pick. Oh, I thought that was picked. Oh, Jesus.
Right there.
Oh, man.
One. Oh, boy. And Quinyon Mitchell is down again. If you're the Eagles, this is not good.
Oh, this is the start I was worried about with Green Bay. We are starting off slow again. It looked great when we were feeding the ball to Jacobs, but the minute he went off the field, everything just spiraled.
And the way that Quinyon, for those of you that are not watching, you're watching us, Eagles cornerback number 1, Quinyon Mitchell, is down on the field. The way that he's laying on the field, to me, I'm thinking a knee or a hamstring.
They're looking at it, looks like his shin, so I'm going to say probably his hamstring here.
And maybe it looks like
if
maybe
Watson
he got
had just turned around instead of trying to stop him from picking that off, he could have caught that ball.
Yeah, that
He was
looks
more
like
worried about playing defense than playing the ball.
That to me looks like a cleat to the knee. He's coming up and he should be fine. A little gimpy, but he should be fine.
Yeah. This is not looking good. This is the start I was afraid of seeing from Green Bay.
Well, going back to that sack, again, Romeo Doubs, he was wide open. That was a busted coverage by Cooper DeJean. The safety help was there, but Jordan Love just didn't see it. And I think the pressure there is what brought his eyes down. So if you're the Eagles, that's what you want. You want to collapse that pocket and force Jordan Love to take his eyes from going up to going down.
Yeah, because even like I said, before we saw the Dobbs open, you had the running back in the flat, and he looked right at him. That was a simple just sidearm it right out to your running back. You might only get a yard or two out of it, but it's better than taking a 10-yard loss on a sack.
I do like, however, that they were using the run game. They decided that they were not going to come out wheeling and dealing right now. They were going to pound the rock and force the Eagles to play the run. I do like that approach if you're the Green Bay Packers, and they were successful. They did get Jacobs out there on a swing pass for a first down, so you got to like that. But their offensive line needs to play better. Jordan Love needs to get rid of the ball faster if you're the Packers. You just cannot take 10, 14-yard sack there.
No, that's not when you have somebody in the flat that you can check down to. You had an open receiver in Dobbs. You had plenty of time. You don't need more than 3 seconds in the NFL to throw a ball, in my opinion.
No. Now, this is an opportunity for the Packers to pin the Eagles deep. The Eagles have had issues on offense when they've started inside their own 20-yard line. So if you're the Packers, if I'm the Packers, I'm looking at a coffin corner kick, or I'm going to sail this kick as high as I can and try to pin the Eagles deep here and force the Eagles to run early.
And what scares me is Green Bay and special teams do not go well with each other. So this could be one of those things where you preach special teams all the time with your Eagles. Special teams could be a key factor in tonight's game because Green Bay is very, very bad in special teams, and Philly has been doing great in special teams this year. So
the one thing the Eagles have not done well in special teams is fielding those knuckleball punts and kicks. They have not done well, and that's been a league-wide issue. But the Eagles have not done a great job fielding kicks this season. Now, Quinyon Mitchell is going to be going into the blue tent. We're going to wait to hear word on that. And the Packers are going to go ahead and indeed kick 4th and 20.
I would hope so on 4th and 20. If they go for that, then we got some issues.
And here's the kick, and it's a pooch kick.
Fair caught it at the 8. I don't know.
Yard line. And
I would have tried to let that bounce into the end zone, if anything.
The way it was looking to me was that it was going to go out of bounds, get it at a spot there instead of further back. Now, you were saying about Jordan Love playing well. Jalen Hurts as well has been playing just as well, 70% completion rate, 15 touchdowns to only 1 interception. But again, the Eagles have not done well when pinned inside their own 20.
And it also said 7 of those 15 touchdowns he's had have been in the past 2 games. So since the bye week, it looks like they finally found their way and have turned it up a little bit here.
Yep. All right. First Eagles play. Here we go. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Jalen Hurts under center and fullback in motion. Saquon Barkley deep. Hand off to Saquon Barkley, and he gets about 2 or 3.
Barkley is going to be one person I worry about the most in this Philly offense, just because he is the wheel that keeps your Philly offense ticking. And I know Jalen Hurts has been playing great this year, but when you have a talent generational running back like Saquon Barkley, you tend to focus on him because the minute you let him alone, he's going to rip you to shreds and remind you why he's one of the best running backs in the league.
Well, I think if he had gotten one extra block there, he would have been gone. 2nd and 7 from the Eagles' 11-yard line. 3 receivers on the right side. Devontae Smith in motion. Jalen Hurts, and he gets the ball to A.J. Smith on a quick out.
That was Brown, not Smith.
Or Smith, yeah, Brown, sorry. First time I've been ever broadcasting a game, if you can't tell. 3rd and 1 here. And this is 2-down territory if you're the Philadelphia Eagles. I'd be looking tush push.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see it. Here it is now.
Do not be surprised if the Eagles try a little bit of trickery here.
They did.
And got it.
They didn't go straight forward. They went out and around. Look at that.
For a second there, it looked like the Packers had him stopped, but Jalen Hurts went around the left side for a first down. About 3 yards there, I think. Ooh, another jump.
He didn't even try to go up the middle. I think he just bounced it out.
Yeah, he just went where the defense led him. Jalen Hurts and pitches out to Saquon Barkley. Gets about 2 on a pitch out to the left.
I feel like if we can contain Saquon Barkley today, that we should be all right defensively. But the minute we let him run and go loose, then we're going to be in a lot of trouble here because we're going to be so focused on trying to stop Barkley that it's just going to open up Jalen Hurts in the passing game.
Yep. All right. Jalen Hurts is going to be under center here. Tight end to the right, to our near side. 1 receiver on both sides. Saquon Barkley deep. 2nd and 7. Hand off to Saquon Barkley. Bounces out. And to take that to the 40-yard line for about a 15-plus yard run. And that's a first down.
He's just an animal you can't stop. He can find the hole when it's not even right in front of him, make one quick cut, and boom, he's gone.
Honestly, I think he could have kept going straight, and he cut off to his right. I think if he had kept going straight, that would have been a house call.
I think it was pretty well shut down right there straight. I think he made the right cut and got to the gap he needed to get to.
Jalen Hurts under center again, and another handoff again. Goes to Tank Bigsby and gets about 4, maybe 3.5, 4. Tank Bigsby had a big game with the Eagles their last time out. On 10 carries, had over 100 yards rushing.
It almost seems like, just from what I'm seeing so far, the cold weather may be playing into the play calling more than we originally thought because both teams are running heavy right off the bat. You're not seeing a whole lot of passing this game at all.
And cold weather does affect the football. It makes the football harder. Well, first of all, harder and harder to catch.
Yeah.
All right. Eagles are 2nd and 5, so 5 yards there. Wide receiver in motion to the top. Jalen Hurts in shotgun, dropping back. Gets rid of the ball. Ooh, boy, that could have been picked.
I think that was just a throw it away kind of pass. Get it out of there. Go to another play.
3rd and 5 here. Eagles have struggled a little bit on 3rd and long, so we'll see what kind of play call we get here. But the corner there.
Yeah, he threw that out. That wasn't even to Smith. He was just trying to get rid of that.
Watch for Micah Parsons here to try and make an inside-out move. He's going to be going up against probably Lane Johnson or Tyler Steen here. And we got a flag probably for a false start.
It kind of cut away, so I didn't see who originally jumped. It just kind of panned back. So
we're still waiting on the call. False start on Philadelphia.
That's right. Back him up.
Yeah, that's going to make for a 3rd and 10, 3rd and long. And again, my previous statement still stands. Eagles have not done well in 3rd and 5 and longer. So we'll see how this goes.
Nobody. I don't know what he was looking at. I didn't see anybody jumping. He just took off.
Unless they were calling the head duck there. I don't know what they were looking at there.
Yeah, I don't know there either.
Trips on the near side. Now the tight end Goddard goes to the far side. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun with Saquon Barkley. Gets the ball, drops back to pass. Protection is not there. Right. And he's going to throw and caught. That looks close to a first down.
You're kidding me, man. Come on, guys.
To Will Shipley. What a throw and catch on 3rd down.
Oh, man. This is going to be a long night for me.
Packers get pressure up the middle bit there, but Jalen Hurts, he rolls off to his right, avoids the pass rush, keeps looking downfield, finds Will Shipley there for an easy pitch and catch.
Yeah, the corner bit up to try to chase after him to get the sack and left that running back wide open there.
Jalen Hurts under center in a heavy formation. Calls for A.J. Brown in motion. Hands off to Saquon Barkley, who gets about 1.
Maybe a yard and a half, 2 yards.
This so far has been an interesting kind of tit for tat here. First drives for both teams. We're not really seeing either team, in my opinion, really show their hand too much.
Philly's at least completing their passes and moving the ball. Green Bay's had 1 completed pass, and that was a dump off to Jacobs. That was it.
Yep. Eagles coming out in 21 personnel, snap the ball, and give it to Saquon Barkley, who gets about 2.
Got another 2.5 there. Looking at about a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 here.
Yeah, looking about probably a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. And this is what we've seen from the Eagles running game. They haven't really done all that well this season. Their offensive line hasn't been as good as it has been in the past.
It's one of those things for me, though. If you can get 3 yards of play, that's still a first down every drive. You just got to manage to at least get 3 yards of carry.
Yep. Saquon Barkley's coming off, so I'm expecting a pass here. Trips to the near side. Jalen Hurts in shotgun. Looks like Shipley's back there with him. Dropping back. Packers bring heat. And pitch and catch Devontae Smith.
I kind of had a feeling they were going to go right over the middle to Smith like that, the way they were lined up trips outside. Green Bay backed off right away. That left him wide open right there in the middle.
And that's what you call scheming your wide receiver open. Packers were dropping back into a cover 2 zone, and right underneath the zone is where they go. Trips to the far side now. Jalen Hurts gets the ball, gets pressure, rolls off to his left, still throws the ball to A.J. Brown, gets about 5 or 6.
Micah Parsons has been breaking through and getting a lot of pressure on every pass play Philadelphia's ran. He just hasn't been able to get a hold of Hurts once. Hurts has been making the right moves to get out of the pocket as quick as he can.
And you're seeing Eagles here kind of go a little bit up tempo. This is going to be interesting to see if they're going to try and wear out this Packers defense. Wide receiver in motion. That's Dotson to the near side. Jalen Hurts in shotgun. Hands it off to his running back Shipley, who powers through for what appears to be a first down.
Yeah, this is the Eagles overpowering Green Bay right out of the gate today and saying, we're going to push you around, and this is what we're about. And Green Bay just, for some odd reason, defensively hasn't came up to snuff yet.
And I think this is going to be what we're going to be seeing throughout this game. I think this is going to be one of those old school, my tough is just going to be your tough. We'll see as the game progresses, but I'm liking honestly, I mean, as an Eagles fan, I'm liking this game plan so far. Packers, they did go to their opening drive, but they let a 14-yard sack derail their drive.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts under center again. Fullback in motion to the back. This is probably going to be a running play to Saquon Barkley. And, play action pass, rollout, deep rollout. Not seeing anybody. Jalen Hurts is looking around and gets rid of the football. That was a broken play from the beginning there.
Not going to lie, though, as well. Look how quickly this first quarter's gone already. It's only the second drive, and we're down to 1:44 already at the end of the first quarter.
Yep.
This has been a game where it's been run the ball. Clock's been dwindling down. It's literally going to be a game, like you said, where who's going to outpower who's tougher than who.
Yep. And that was, like I said, that was a broken play there for the Eagles. That puts them behind the sticks. They're now 2nd and 10. Minute 44 left to go in the opening quarter. Devontae Smith in motion to the far side. Hands it off to Saquon Barkley, who gets about 2.
I'm liking how we've been containing Barkley. And the sad part is, the Eagles are proving me wrong on what I said originally. If we contain Barkley, we'd be all right. That hasn't been the case. The Eagles have been doing very well in the passing game. They've been hitting their mark, getting the first downs where they need to get them. And Barkley, at 2 yards a pop, it seems like for the past how many runs now, hasn't gotten very far. So,
yep.
I guess the Eagles are proving me wrong, and I should have given them a lot more credit in the passing game than I had been.
Well, here we go. Eagles going with an open set. 15 plays on this drive. This is going to be play 16. Nobody back with Jalen Hurts. Takes the ball, and he is going to go on a quarterback keeper, and he is going to get a first down to the pack.
Fumble! Yes, baby, let's go! Come on, Green Bay!
Here's the
we needed that.
Him down.
We needed that.
Let's wait and see what for the call. I think he may be down. We'll see. Oh, Jalen Hurts is
I
running
may
off
have celebrated too early, but knees not down. Ball is out. That is Green Bay's ball, baby. First down.
First down. Now, you could argue he may be down by contact.
I didn't see the elbow. Shoot. What? Oh, nope. Okay, yeah. The ball still came out before the elbow. Okay.
Now, and you could make the argument he's down by contact, but we'll see. This call may stand, and this is going to be the Packers' ball at their own 40.
That is definitely what Green Bay needed after the way Philadelphia was just pushing them around and driving right down the field. They needed something to give them that momentum, turn it back around, because it was looking ugly for them on defense.
Yeah, so both defenses come up with a stop. And again, pending this call getting reversed, which I don't know. You could argue maybe Jalen Hurts was down by contact, but if it's too close to call, they're not going to call it. This could very well be Packer ball at their own 40.
And I'm starting to think that you might have been right on your prediction of the score here being lower, just because we're 40 seconds away from the end of the first quarter. Whether it gets reversed or not, we're looking at anywhere potentially between a 7-0 to a 0-0 end of the first quarter here. And I definitely didn't see that happening. I expected somebody to come off fireworks right away, and this could make for a very interesting fourth quarter showdown. This game could be a lot closer than what I'm anticipating it being.
Now, if this play does not get overturned, I do think that this was a play where Jalen Hurts, you got to get down. You got the first down yardage. There's no need to keep on fighting. You just got to get down.
Yeah. I mean, the way that their run game's been going, he probably figured get some momentum, get as much as we can, build up on that positive big run there, let Barkley feed off of that. But
yep, defenses are coming up big tonight. Obviously, the Packers got the biggest play of the game so far with a forced fumble that got returned again, I think, to the Packers 40, pending a reversal here. But the way it was looking on the field, I don't know if it's going to get reversed.
From what I saw, his knee wasn't down, his elbow wasn't down. He was laying on top of a player. If you want to call it he was down, it all depends on if and when a referee blew the whistle. I have it muted just for copyright purposes. I don't want us to get copyright struck and get us flagged for anything. So I don't know if you have volume coming out your end. I don't hear what's going on. I'm just going by what I can visually see off the TV tonight.
I have the volume turned down low. I'm just going off of what I see.
Oh, and while we're on here, I know it's a day early, but happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there. Thank you for everything you've done for our country and your service. We greatly appreciate everything you do here from our crew, and you guys are a huge, huge support from us.
Tip of the old cap to you, gentlemen and ladies.
Good catch there.
So here we are back with the Eagles and Packers. Let's see if this play stood. It's looking like, yes, this play is going to stand, and this is going to be Packers ball.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's try to get the ball moving a little bit. Another hand. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
But it's going to be Jordan Love getting that ball back. They almost gave that ball right back to Philadelphia.
Oh, man.
And that was a botched handoff there to Brandon Jacobs. I think Brandon Jacobs was looking at it more as a pass protection, and Jordan Love was looking at that as a handoff.
Oh, why do I have a feeling I'm going to need more blood pressure medication in this game?
2nd and 13 now. Trips to the far side. One on the near side in motion. Love in the shotgun. Gets the ball. Back to this is going to make for a 3rd and long with 5 seconds left in the first quarter. And Ray, you've been seeing, obviously, you've seen the Packers all season. I have not. How have the Packers looked on 3rd and long?
It's literally just unfortunately a tale of two halves, like I said earlier in the game. If you look at their first half performances all year, it has not been good. They haven't converted very many 3rd downs in the first or second quarter. If you look at the fourth quarter, they've been converting a lot of 3rd and 4th down plays just to keep the ball moving and getting their touchdowns. So, to be honest with you, I don't see them converting this at 3rd and 13, but
all right, Jalen Love. Oh, boy. Immediate pressure forces Jordan Love off his platform. He's going to run.
Oh, that's close. They marked him a yard short, though.
Yep, they marked him short. That's not good for the Eagles.
But that's the end of the first quarter, and we're tied at nothing still. This has been a defensive showdown so far.
That has. On that last play there by the Packers, the Eagles were able to get some pressure up the middle, but you got to have better contain there. You got to force Jordan Love to either throw the ball away or go down. You cannot let him gain 12 yards on a 3rd and 13 and put them up potentially with their own tush push, if you will. Going to be interesting to see what the Packers do here. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it.
I don't think with the field position, if I remember correctly, we're still on the other side of the 50. I wouldn't want to risk giving you guys that great field position. That's just me. But it's a new age in the NFL. It's hard to say what really they could do. So,
well, going to get a Fresca break here.
I got my cream soda, Wise brand, because I'm cheap. And I got my, again, Wise brand root beer because I'm cheap. So,
Fresca. Ray would say because of All right. So, yeah, this is looking like this is going to be a defensive game. Now, the Packers, again, they've had a couple plays on offense, but they left some opportunities on the field. And the Eagles, they had a 16-play drive get stalled out on a fumble by Jalen Hurts. He picked up the first down and then coughed up the ball. Honestly, if he hadn't coughed up the ball, in my opinion, I think we're looking at a 7-0 ball game.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. They were marching right down the field. Green Bay had no answer to anything they were doing. We were shutting down Barkley, but no more we'd shut down Barkley. They'd just go and throw it right down the field. First down, first down, first down. They were doing way better passing the ball than they were running the ball that drive, which kind of caught me by surprise. I expected the exact opposite, where they dominate the run and struggle in the pass.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
But
we're just waiting here for second quarter to get going on a commercial break here.
So, going back in Packers-Eagles history here, what is your favorite Packers-Eagles moment, you growing up?
So mine, you should already know this. This is 4th and 26, Donovan McNabb to Freddie Mitchell in the divisional round there to get the Eagles to the NFC Championship game that I believe they ultimately won. And this is going to be a lot closer than they have it marked. This is going to be 4th and inches, I think.
He's still short though. Yeah, no, Green Bay, no.
I suspected
no. Don't do it. Just try to get him to jump, call timeout, punt the ball. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're doing it.
Yep, they're going to go do their own version of tush push here. They are candidate probably to a pass.
Oh, thank God.
Push. Well, that coming in. There's a flag, false start.
Oh, of course there is. Punt the ball.
And now it's a punt. What I think is a little interesting here, and we're waiting for right there on the guard. What I think is interesting here is for the Eagles that run this tush push so much, their defense, just anytime another team tries to tush push against them, they're like, okay, whatever, have your first down, and they just move on. But here in this situation, false start makes it 4th and 6, but it looks like the Packers are, they're going to kick. Sorry, it looked like they were going to go, but they're going to punt from.
You're trying to give me a heart attack, aren't you?
Not intentionally. And ball's away.
That's oh boy.
Oh boy.
Get him. Down at the 21, it looks like.
About the 21. Good return, actually, considering how the ball was.
When you catch it at, the 5-yard line and make it to the 21 and break like 5 tackles, that's,
Not the greatest field position, but that's the field position we started with when you and I were kids, so give you all that.
That's showing our age a little bit, the old school NFL there. I wish you'd go back to even older before us, though. Back when you could actually hit people and you didn't get flagged for it.
Well, I think some of the hits deserve to be called.
I mean, you look at back in the day, though, when there were D-backs that were hanging all over the wide receivers, and they still did fine back then. Anymore, you touch a quarterback, you touch a wide receiver. It's an offensive game anymore. The defense has so many rules against them, it's hard for the defense to really make a move in the right direction.
I don't disagree.
I've always been a defensive-minded person, so I just don't like the new age of NFL with all the rules leaning towards the offense.
All right, Eagles going on their second drive now. See how they do. 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, moving right to left as we see it.
And they're still feeding Barkley and tackle for a 3-yard loss.
And that's kind of been emblematic of the Eagles' run game. They have not been able to run block well. And I think if the Eagles are going to win this game, they need to run block and allow Saquon Barkley to run. Maybe not, and that's why right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, your offensive lineman looked like he tripped over his own 2 feet right there.
Well, not over his own 2 feet. He slipped.
Yeah.
And that's why that run play was not successful. 2nd and 13 here.
Looks like the 18-yard line?
Wide receiver in motion near us. Dropping back.
Pass to Barkley, and he slips.
He falls, man. And he probably would have been gone for about 5 or 6 there. But
he's running off the field. I don't know if it's maybe an equipment issue or what's going on there.
To me, I'm thinking that's an equipment issue.
Because that's 2 plays in a row there where somebody on your team has cost you yardage, in a sense. You've lost yardage just off of something like that. And it must be an equipment issue. They're showing something with the cleats on the sidelines there. They might be changing out cleats, trying to keep them as clean as they can.
That'd be my guess. 3rd and 14 here. Eagles at their own 17-yard line.
Another handoff. Oh, God.
He's not going to get the first down, but he's going to gain some yardage back. Gets to about the 24.
I thought he was going to break it away there for a second. I saw that him hit that hole, and there wasn't a whole lot of green out there to stop him. So,
well, that was a very quick 3 and out, and the Eagles are forced to punt.
That's something I want to see a lot more from Green Bay tonight. Granted, that first drive, like I said, Philly just marched it. This drive, they actually, you really didn't see Philly pass, so I can't really say they made a whole lot of a difference. Philly didn't throw the ball like they did the first drive, so.
Yep. And Eagles are going to punt here on 4th and 7.
Ooh, that was close.
And that's that's a great kick all the way down to the 10. Let's see if the Eagles can defend it now. And they do.
At the 21, so it's literally you just put us right where we put you. That was
field has been
to the field. That was a good kick.
Excellent kick. Flips the field. Packers are going to have 1st and 10 at their own 21. So after this little back and forth, nothing really happened. We're maybe a couple of minutes into the second quarter, and nothing else new to really talk about right now.
What I would love to see Green Bay do first play of this drive is they've been focusing on the run. Both teams have been going run, run, run. Maybe do a little bit of a play action, try to bomb one down the field to Dobbs or Watson, try to catch Philly secondary off guard and see if we can catch them with their pants down, if you will. Try to get behind them, either get a huge chunk of yardage, if not burn them for a touchdown. I would love to see that in first play of this drive, but with it being cold weather and them taking it slow, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a run either.
I think that'd be more of a play you make whenever you're ahead of the sticks on second down, 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. That's when you take your shot. Not on first down when you're at your own 21. But then again, the Eagles, they went run and, got tripped up. Pardon the pun. Now, Ray, question for you. Your favorite Eagles-Packers moment, not including 4th and 26.
Not including 4th and 26. I'd probably have to go back to whenever Green Bay made their run to the Super Bowl. We played Philly and their dream team, Michael Vick. That was our wild card matchup. We upset Michael Vick and that dream team that was supposed to be unstoppable. We were the 6th seed? I think that was back before they had 7 teams in the playoffs. We were the 6th seed. We were also the first team that was the 6th seed to ever go to the Super Bowl and win it then as well. So that was probably my favorite moment right there. So
remember that game? The Eagles had the ball last. Michael Vick threw a pass to Riley Cooper in the back of the end zone, but the ball went over Riley Cooper's head, ending the game for the Eagles, sending the Packers on and eventually on to the Super Bowl.
Yep, I remember that year. We beat the Eagles, we beat the Falcons, beat the Bears, and then we ended up beating the Steelers in the Super Bowl. And the funniest part about all of that is I lived in a household with Eagles and Steelers fans, and nobody talked to me for about a week after that. It was wonderful.
It was probably the quietest, most peaceful week you've ever experienced. That was also the last time you found joy.
I don't know about joy. It was quite interesting whenever everybody got home. They're just like, nope, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear it. Get away from me.
And I think that was honestly one of the last Super Bowl parties we had as a big group.
Yeah, it was. I think that was right out of high school for us though too. I think that was our first year out of high school, ironically enough.
Yeah.
Well, my first year, your second year, I should say.
Yeah. All right, so Packers with the football now at their own 21, 22-yard line, 1st and 10, moving left to right. Snaps the ball, and they're going to give it to Jacobs again, who plows ahead for about 6.
And like I said, I want to see them do the play action, but I'm not surprised they went run first play here. They've been doing run heavy all game. It looks like it's going to be a game where we just focus on the run and focus on the run.
Now, I think this is where the Packers could try and go for a shot play here.
They looked like they were doing something where they were looking at Jordan Love's hand based off of that scramble he had for 12 yards. I don't know if he had an injury to his hand. Like I said, I can't hear what the broadcaster was saying, but that's maybe something we have to keep an eye on later in the game here.
No, pitch out to Brandon Jacobs.
There we go, Jacobs.
And he's going to be out at the 36, 37-yard line.
I know I said earlier this game I was a little shaky on how Jacobs is playing. He's been breaking off a couple big runs. It looks like they're feeding him the rock, and he's doing what we paid him to do. So if we can keep holding on to, or he can keep doing what he's doing today, keep blocking for him, we could eventually break through. He busts a big one, or at some point, like you said, later on down the road, set up for that play action and get him later on.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes pretty soon. Tight end in motion again.
Another run.
To Jacobs again, but he only gets about 2. And Ray, our broadcast team, quote unquote, that would be ESPN football. They're talking about Tucker Kraft here. Do you think that having Tucker Kraft off the field is maybe limiting what the Packers are doing tonight?
They used Musgrave as well as Kraft last year in the playoffs, and they did great with both tight ends. you look at. I would like to say Green Bay has enough depth at tight end where they can do what the
Ooh, a
Jacobs
lot
goes for a loss of about a yard there. But
could have been more good work on Jacobs' part.
I would like to say that Green Bay has enough depth at tight end with who we have that where it's like the 49ers have been doing all year, next man up mentality. Granted, Kraft is going to be a big loss for us. I don't want to downplay the significance of what he's had in our offense, but I think with what we have at depth at tight end, I think we should be all right and should be able to keep doing what we were doing.
All right, well, we'll see here. 3rd and 8. Packers 39.5-yard line. Wide receiver in motion, near ups, trips to the right. Love drops back to pass, and that is going to be caught, but well short.
And like I said, right there was Musgrave. They're just going to the next tight end in line. Unfortunately, he just didn't get down to the first down marker.
Now, it looks like the defense
cut his route there.
on the field, and the offense is too. They're going to be going on 4th and 2.
Oh, why? Come on. I am not a fan of this at all. I don't know why they're doing this. Just try to the 4th and short, okay, I can understand, but this is way too far out. I think they're just trying to get him to jump. I don't think they're actually going to run a play. Yep, yeah, I was going to say that was way too far back. I didn't see them trying to actually snap that one.
Yep. And they're going to take the delay game there and punt.
I'm more okay with that call. If they would have actually tried to go for that, that's giving you guys way too good a field position for. It's just not worth trying to go for that far out.
I'm very interested by how much Green Bay is choosing to keep their offense on the field on 4th down. I'm wondering if that's maybe part of their game plan to maybe use later on in the game. That way, that when they have to be on the field, the defense doesn't think anything of it. But right there, the Eagles didn't bite.
And there's the punt. It's going back to bouncing out of the end zone. Touchback.
Now, I stand corrected. Not as good of a punt as we thought. But it'll still come out to the 20.
I think it's the 25 with the new rule, but I could be wrong.
And we're still nothing. About 10 minutes left in the second quarter, and this is turning into one heck of a defensive struggle, more than even I thought it would be.
I feel like if Philadelphia comes out and starts passing it and just letting Jalen Hurts do his thing, this is not going to end well for Green Bay. Their rushing game hasn't been working. Green Bay's been shutting them down as far as that goes, which I am very surprised by. I am really shocked, though, by how much they're just letting Philly just pass all over them today.
And really, I think the last drive really shows us if the Eagles could just keep their footing, especially on that last drive, they would be doing okay. I do agree with you. I think that the Eagles need to keep being aggressive here, mix in the run and the pass. I'd like to see them work in Dallas Goedert a little bit more, but really they're not the last drive, but their first drive of the game, 16 yards. If Jalen Hurts hadn't fumbled again, we'd be looking at 7-0. If they can replicate that kind of drive again and finish with a touchdown, this game could be theirs for the taking early.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold here. Like I said pregame too, the key for Green Bay was I wanted to see them start off firing early. I wanted to see big plays right off the bat like they have in the second half. I wanted to see them go full speed all game. And just like they've done every game this season, they're running the ball. Granted, they're doing all right with it, but they're not getting points out of it. It's slowing down the game. They're moving it very, very slowly. This is the same Green Bay team we've been seeing all season. And it's going to hurt us in the first half. The only thing I can hope for is we don't fall too far behind and we can actually play a decent second half to stay with the Eagles.
And as an Eagles fan, I would love to see them run the ball better. This lack of a running game is kind of what I've seen all year. Their offensive line has not played well, especially considering or comparing last year to this year. Their offensive line hasn't looked the same. Their starting center, Cam Durgans, is still out, still hurt. He is currently being replaced by Brett Toth, who in the Eagles' last game acquitted himself just fine against the Giants, but that's the Giants. This is the Packers.
Yeah.
You play up to better competition here.
Yeah.
All right. So we're at actually 8 minutes and 28 seconds left in this ball game, in the first half, sorry. Boy, howdy. These coaching staff at halftime, they're going to have one heck of a job figuring out what to do in the second half. And you're seeing, if you're watching with us, you're seeing Matt LaFleur looking at his call sheet, trying to figure out what he's going to do.
And they just showed the yardage for both teams. Neither team has over 100 yards yet this game. And we're 8 minutes to halftime. So that just shows you how much defense has played a huge part in this game so far.
I think this is going to be a critical drive for both teams here. Here we go. 1st and 10, Eagles moving right to left. And they fake to Saquon Barkley, roll Jalen Hurts to his right. And, oh, geez.
My heart skipped a beat for a second. I got a little excited, but Goddard got a hold of that and got about an 8-yard gain out of it.
Cool. I never like seeing a quarterback throw against his body across the grain to the other side of the field there. Dallas Goedert, like you said, gets about an 8-yard gain.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that made me nervous. And we're watching the broadcast live here. Jordan Love is missing a lot of open receivers here. And I think what you're seeing is Matt LaFleur identifying plays that could work against the Eagles. They're leaving guys wide open in the middle of the field. Another play action pass. Jalen Hurts is going to
run. Baby, there we go.
Up, intended for Dallas Goedert.
Nixon has been one of those inconsistent receiver or corners for Green Bay this year. He actually made a pretty big play right there, but he's also the guy that has been giving up a lot of big plays for us and commits a lot of pass interference penalties. So I wouldn't be surprised if they keep picking on him tonight. He got one good one, but I wouldn't be surprised if they see go back to him again.
That wasn't actually a terrible throw by Jalen Hurts there, but here we go, 3rd and 2. See what we got here. 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Hurts in shotgun, drops back real quick. Boy. And that's just like...
Here I am saying Philly needs to pass it, and then they throw 3 straight passes, and Green Bay nearly picks it off every single time. Wow.
And last play that we saw looked very reminiscent of the pass against the Giants that Jalen Hurts threw his interception on. And I think that the Packers corners there saw that coming, and they knew exactly what to do. You saw that corner driving on the ball, but that ball goes incomplete. A quick 3-and-out for the Eagles.
I did not expect that from the Green Bay defense. The way they went that whole first drive, letting them just pass all over them. I even said to you, watch Philly pass on us. It's not going to end well. And they went down, and Green Bay. Whoa, what happened there?
I think it got tipped at the line, and that's going to be good field position for the Packers at about the 42.
I didn't think it was tipped. I saw the punter kind of like shift a little bit, but I didn't think it went. I'll take it. That's great field position for us, but I'm kind of surprised by it.
If you're looking at energy here, I mean, just looking here at that little clip, now let's see here.
Oh, he shanked it. He just flat out shanked it.
He shanked it. That's a straight up shank. And I was just about to say, looking at that last instant replay clip there, I see a difference in energy between these two teams. The Packers there, especially the Packers defense, they are hot. They are pumping, especially now that they have a short field to work with. I would be disappointed if I were a Packer fan like you, if the Packers didn't come away with some points here.
Like I said, unfortunately, the Green Bay games that I've seen this year, the way they've played, it's the first half. As much as I want to see them, like I said, play action right off the bat. I know you say that's not the best time to do it, but the way Green Bay's been this year, I don't think Philly's going to be ready for it if they do it on first down, just because that's the way Green Bay has been all year. Catch them off guard, fake it to Jacobs. You've been feeding them all game. Try to hit them deep first play. Even if it's just like a post route right over the middle. Just try to get a big yardage play right off the bat. Even get yourself in field goal range on the first pass play is what I want to see them do. I think that would be a perfect play for them to go into the first or this drive here. But ultimately, the way they've been playing this year, I wouldn't be surprised if we see them feed it to Jacobs first play right up the middle again.
I wouldn't be surprised, but then again, we've seen weirder. I wouldn't be surprised to see a deep shot. they're going to be working with a short field here at their own 41-42. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do go deep shot, especially if you saw on the Eagles drive there, you saw Matt LaFleur looking at some replays there. He's seeing receivers wide open in the middle of the field. I promise you, he is talking to Jordan Love, and they are working on some plays to get receivers open in the middle of the field. I wouldn't be surprised to see a middle of the field shot, like you said, on a post route or a deep in cut.
Yeah. And just watching the one commercial here, speaking of Josh Allen, if you're watching the game TV and have us on the side here, how about that Dolphins-Bills game yesterday? I
Yeah.
cannot believe the Dolphins, of all teams, put up 30-plus points and held the Bills to 6 until the very last drive and a garbage time touchdown.
Yeah.
That blows my mind. That's just the NFL being as unpredictable as it has been all year, too.
And it's been unpredictable, and we are back in Green Bay at Lambeau Field, the only stadium in the middle of a rural neighborhood. And here we go. 1st and 10. Packers at their own 41. 2 receivers to the near side. Jordan Love drops back, and he's going to chuck it, and that is broken up by Quinyon Mitchell on 1st down.
Oh, they opened up with the pass. I think if they would have actually ran the play action, though, like I said, it probably would have sucked them up a little bit more and given them a little more room for the receiver to open himself up. But
Jordan Love 2 for 5 passing with only 12 yards passing, so very limited in the passing game. They've been run heavy here.
Yeah, like I said, that's the way Green Bay's been. They start slow and they play slow in the first half. It's every game.
All right, pitch out, and nothing there.
About 2 yards there, yeah.
Yard gain, and that is a very aggressive tackle there by the new Eagle, Jalen Phillips, off the edge.
I guess they tried to mix it up, go pass first instead of pass on 3rd down, but it's looking like same old story.
Now, this is going to be an interesting 3rd down. I'm a little nervous here. Corners are off, and back they go.
Tipped and almost picked. Gotta be kidding me, guys.
Tipped off. Had Jahad Campbell just been paying attention, he would have had a pick.
Oh, this is a story of the first half with Green Bay, and it drives me freaking insane. We don't move the ball. We don't do anything.
Oh, Jahad Campbell was paying attention. Almost had an interception there, but he was just out of position. That ball falls harmlessly to the ground. Packers 4th and 8. They're going to be punting and try to pin the Eagles deep in their own end of the field.
The best case scenario for me right now as a Packers fan is we just don't let Philly score in the first half. We keep it 0-0 going into the second half. I'll feel pretty good with what Green Bay has done second half as a team.
And Eagles advance the ball to about the 26, setting themselves up with decent field position. And that's the best seat in the house if you're watching the broadcast with us, somewhere inside and warm.
Yeah. I should almost embrace my inner Green Bay spirit and go sit on my front porch tonight.
I would recommend you not do that because during the middle of the day, on my lunch break, I went for my usual walk around lunchtime. It was as cold as it was. I walked back inside and my fingers could barely move. I could barely type. I couldn't even enter my password correctly about 4 times. It was a lot colder than I thought it was.
Well, the one time I've been to Lambeau Field, it was the middle of December. And I remember I was like, this is probably going to be the only time I get to do this. We had end zone seats. I was like, I'm just going to wear my jersey down there. I'm not going to wear a long sleeve coat. I'm not going to wear a sweatshirt, nothing. It's just going to be my jersey. And I have a Jordy Nelson jersey on. I'm rocking it. They ended up beating the Raiders that day. I think it was 53-17 or something like that. So there was a lot of action going on. Every time they'd score, I'd try to jump up and cheer, but no more than like 5-10 seconds later, I'd be like, all right, get down, guys, huddle up, warm up again, warm up. This is too freaking cold.
Well, you're the idiot who made that decision. Had it been me, I would have been bundled up with about 4 layers.
I'm pretty sure I went with two other people who went up to the Vince Lombardi statue outside of the stadium the day before when we were touring the stadium, took their shirts off and posed right beside the statue and made Green Bay news because they were like, look at these two idiots standing in the cold with their shirts off posing by the statue. I wasn't like that, but I could have been.
It is my dream in life to do two things. One, visit the NFL Hall of Fame, and two, go to a Packers game with you in Green Bay and Philadelphia, preferably not in the middle of the cold.
I don't know if I would survive Philadelphia. I'm more afraid of your fans than I'm afraid of you coming to my field.
You be fine.
You have one of the worst fan bases in NFL history.
Shut up.
We didn't snowball Santa Claus like you guys did. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, well, Santa deserved it. Okay, he deserved it. All right, so this has been a defensive showing, and Eagles just haven't really been getting off. And Packers, they've been making mistakes too. So I guess I was right about one thing, and that was this game being a defensive battle.
You were right. You were saying it was going to be a low-scoring game. I just didn't envision it being this low-scoring whenever you said that prediction either.
Eagles hand off to Saquon Barkley, and he bowls forward for about 7. 6:25 and counting. Closer.
There's only been 16 passes thrown this whole entire game so far for a combined total of 51 yards.
1 yards. This has just been wild.
Yeah.
Continuing the trend of the NFL not making sense this season.
Right. Cold weather has to be playing a big factor into it. That's the only thing that's coming to my mind right now.
Eagles coming with a heavy formation here, going to the right. And Saquon Barkley again, and he's going to pick up a first down and a little bit more to about the 40. And there's a flag
on the play, though. We got some laundry. And Johnson's down. Uh-oh.
That's not good. He probably got rolled up on, and as an offensive lineman, that's not what you want to have.
He's holding his knee, too. He's reaching for his knee.
That's not good. Lane Johnson is arguably one of the best offensive tackles in the NFL. That is not an injury you want to see.
And that's exactly what happened.
Oh.
That's his knee.
Yep. Now
he grabbed it as soon as he got hit. Yep.
Well, defensive holding, so that's
offsetting penalties. So,
oh boy, that could be a really bad injury. I don't see Lane Johnson coming back the way he's walking.
As far as depth goes for you guys, as a Green Bay fan, I don't ever want to see anybody get hurt. And I'm always the guy that wants to beat a team at their best. But with Lane Johnson being out, for that Green Bay defense, this is your chance to go in and attack that side because I don't think you guys have as much depth at your O-line. And your strength was in your starters with your offensive line.
Actually, with Fred Johnson going in, obviously he's not Lane Johnson, but Fred Johnson is actually a very good offensive lineman. We'll see how he handles starting on the right side there. But I have confidence in Fred Johnson if he has to play a couple games. But we'll see. But right now, all that matters is the Packers. 2nd and 3, replaying the down. Devontae Smith in motion. Jalen Hurts handing off to Saquon Barkley again.
About a yard and a half, 2 yards there. Third and 2. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a tush push 2 plays in a row here for Philly to get a first down.
I'd be surprised to see a tush push here. I think this would be more of an under center handoff, but we shall see.
I wouldn't be surprised play action. Toss it off to Brown on the outside or a tight end over the middle. Catch him off guard.
All right. Time ticking down.
Action.
There it is. Get rid of the ball.
Too high. Oh, he overthrew him. That wasn't even a catchable pass. Come on.
Ray, he drug him down. That is PI all day, buddy.
Oh, man.
He about damn near tackled him. Oh, yeah.
All right. It was a little closer than I thought. I thought he completely overthrew him. I'll give you that one.
and that gives the Eagles 15 free yards and a first down.
Seeing the replay, I see it was a lot closer. When watching it at live speed, I thought he completely overthrew his receiver and it was an uncatchable pass.
Well, here's the thing: if he had continued running, that would have been a more than catchable ball. I think that's why the call on the field stands.
Yeah,
at the 40. Looks like that was maybe a spot foul. And false start.
Back that up. Unfortunately, we gave you guys a first down, though, so we got to stop you. Oh, there goes Johnson walking towards yeah, he might be done for a while.
Done for a while, I'm afraid. Depending on the severity, I don't want to speculate, but depending on how bad his knee flex there, that could be a season-ending injury.
I don't think it'll be season-ending. If anything, they put him on IR, let him rest for 4 weeks, have him come back for the playoffs. He should be fine. I don't think it was that severe, but I'm also not a doctor. I didn't.
Same here. First and 15, and handing off to Barkley, who gets around the edge.
There he goes.
And
looks like a block in the back or a holding penalty is going to bring it back, though.
That's coming right back.
Yep.
And here we go.
And ironically enough, though, it's not the person that I thought would be struggling or committing penalties. It's the rest of your offensive linemen that are causing you issues, though.
And I told you, Fred Johnson is an excellent offensive tackle, but the Eagles, they do this now and then where they shoot themselves in the foot, and that wastes a terrible, terrible opportunity that they had there. 1st and 25. Man, you got to hate this.
Yeah. I mean, right now, I'd say just maybe run it up the middle, try to get a little bit of small plays, make it 3rd and manageable. I wouldn't try to get it all in one shot.
No, you can't get it all in one shot. And honestly, if I were playing this, I'd be looking to try and eat as much clock as I could and get to halftime.
And that's exactly what run it up the middle. I wouldn't be surprised if they either run it again or try to dunk one outside, get a couple more yards. Like I said, 3rd and manageable right now. If I'm Philly, I'm not looking for big plays right now. I'm looking just to try to not make this worse than what it already is.
I would not be taking any kind of deep shot unless it is a wide open receiver and you just cannot miss.
Yeah.
2nd and 20 here. 3:55 and counting toward halftime. Trips to the near side, one on the far side, moving right to left. Jalen Hurts back, Devontae Smith in motion. And a screen,
yep.
Devontae Smith, and he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Could be worse.
Right now is when I would take that shot if I was Philadelphia. It's like I told you, they need to play this drive. They ran it first play, like I said they should. Dunk one outside. They ran a screen pass, got 10 yards out of it. It's 3rd and manageable now. Now's the time when I see Philly taking that shot, trying to get that big play. And this could be your touchdown chance right here. Go big, try to throw one deep, catch Green Bay with their pants down, like I was hoping Green Bay would do. But
and that was an excellent tackle there. If that hadn't been a tackle, that would have been a first down and more. Eagles 3rd and 11, 3 minutes to go. Jalen Hurts drops back to pass, looking for a receiver, and he's just going to run around. He's going to go down after about a 2.5, 3 yard gain.
And it looks like Green Bay managed that well because it looked like Philly did. Almost like I said they were going to do. Go deep and take that shot, but Hurts just couldn't find anybody open and just took off running instead of taking the sack.
Yep, Eagles were thinking what I was thinking. This is your opportunity to go deep. What's the worst thing that can happen? You get a long arm punt or you get a first down or more, but they just couldn't find anything, so it's going to be an actual punt this time. Let's see if we can actually get a decent punt and not a shank.
And it looks like we're going to be going into the 2-minute warning. Still tied at 0 yet again. Yep. Nice bounce on the punt there. That was a
bounce.
Penalty, though.
A flag. Let's see what this is going to be.
Looks like they're pointing towards the Eagles.
Well,
I didn't see what it was, though.
Just indicating a first down. I don't think that was pointing toward anybody.
No, I mean, I guess it could have been first down. I just saw him point.
This is against the Eagles. That's
holding on the Eagles.
Yep, that's a crying shame. And they're going to re-kick,
Now,
most
are they
likely.
making them re-punt? Was it before the punt or after the punt?
Let's see.
I'd make them re-punt if we have that choice.
If I had to choose, I would re-kick.
I don't know where the holding took place, though, so.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to re-kick it.
Hopefully we can get the ball not at the 8-yard line. That would be great and fantastic. Knowing my luck, though, as I say that, watch us now get it like the 4 or the 3-yard line because karma, you know.
Let's see where the holding is here.
It's a soft call.
I don't know about that. I think that could go as
call.
I don't agree with that call.
I mean, I'll take it as a Packers fan, but that was soft.
I don't agree with that call one bit. All right. And story of the drive there for the Eagles, penalties.
Yeah. There's another good boot. What are you, Dobbs? Okay. I don't like it when he does that. That scares the living crap out of me when he does that.
And gets it to about the 32. So definitely worked out for the Packers there.
A lot better than the 8-yard line, yeah.
But this is going to take us to a 2-minute warning. And if you're the Packers, you have to score points because this ball is going to be going back to the Eagles after halftime.
If they can just play right now, 2-minute drill like they do in the second half, get some points before half, that's going to be great knowing that Philly gets the ball first in the second half. We need to do something. We can't just let it be 0-0. Knowing we have this opportunity, at least get into field goal range and kick a field goal. You haven't done anything in the passing game. They've snuffed it out every single time. You're running the ball heavy. It's like I've been saying for the past 3 drives now. Run the play action, catch them off guard.
Yep. Well, if the Packers are going to do anything, now's the time to do it because the way this game's going, it could just come down to 3 points. It really could. The way this game is being played, neither team has really gotten into scoring position other than the Eagles. Whenever Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball, that could end up maybe being the play of the game, but we'll see.
I mean, I can say that Green Bay hasn't lost to an NFC East team yet this year, technically.
Yeah, here's what it takes. We consider a tie a loss.
Yeah. That would be quite hilarious if this game got to the point where it just got into overtime and it ended up being close to another tie, giving me another heart attack. I don't think I can live through another game like that, sir.
I do not want to see a third number at the end of the record. No, thank you.
No.
That's ugly.
You got to admit that would make for one heck of a first broadcast for us, but or both of our teams then too.
Don't speak that into existence. Just don't. Since we're going to go down this rabbit hole here, let's say this game does end in a tie. That leaves Seattle Seahawks in first place in the conference. And
that dropped Green Bay to third in their division if they tie tonight. The only way they stay in first is if they win. Otherwise, they'll drop behind Detroit and Chicago and go third in their division.
And it would make for very interesting jockeying in positions 2 through 4.
Yeah. Very, very much so.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Jonathan Taylor is having a heck of a year this year. He is my front runner for MVP. I don't want a quarterback to win it this year. I want it to go to Jonathan Taylor.
All right, so here we go. Packers 1st and 10. Jordan Love under center. Man in motion. And play
There's
action.
That play action. There's that pass to Musgrave. Maybe 1 yard short. Yep, 2nd and 1.
And again, if you want to take a deep shot, this is when you take your deep shot.
But at least they ran the play action. They're getting the ball moving now. Let's see what Green Bay can do. It wasn't the deep shot that I wanted, but they ran the play action. They got a completed pass. Let's get some momentum going.
And Brandon Jacobs with another 5-yard run there. Eagles were thinking that was going to be a pass. They were thinking what I was thinking, but Packers countered with a run.
It looks like they're actually doing their hurry-up offense. This is where Green Bay has thrived all year. Love passing over the middle to Jacobs, about a gain of 5. And it looks like they're rushing to the line again. Like I said, this is what I was trying to say. This is where their success has been, where a lot of their points has came from, is when they're running speed, full speed, like get up to the line, keep it moving, let's go. When they run their fast-paced offense, that's when they succeed. So hopefully we can see some points out of this drive.
We shall see. 2nd and 5. Love getting the ball. And pressure off
there
the edge.
There you go.
And Love gets out of it.
First down.
He's getting a first down. Good job there for Jordan Love. But if you're the Eagles, you want to see that turn into a sack.
Yeah. And it's for some odd reason, and I don't understand why. It's when Green Bay runs that hurry up, no huddle offense, it's almost like they flip it to a whole nother level. And it's like, hey, we're ready to show up and play now. And this is what I was telling you pregame. If they can run this full speed offense, they'll be great. But for some odd reason, they don't run it all game. They slow down and they play to their opponent's level. And that's what puts them behind and puts them in a hole so early.
1st and 10 at the Eagles 42. Eagles bring some simulated pressure and dumps it off to Jacobs.
He stayed in bounds. The clock's running.
Going to wind that clock. Or wait. Yep, Green Bay takes a timeout.
Smart move there.
So this is at least going to guarantee.
No,
points.
Our kicker has been missing field goals since he's came back from injury. He's missed, I think, 2 or 3 field goals the past 2 games, and there's been talk of even the guy we brought in to fill in for him coming back in as the starter and putting him back on the bench and letting him rest even longer. So nothing's guaranteed with us right now as special teams goes.
Well, we shall see, but Packers taking a timeout.
This is the offense that I told you at pregame that I wanted to see. I wish they would do this a lot more, just because I feel like they would have one of the best offenses in the NFL if they could just play this. Hey, we're not going to huddle unless we absolutely have to. It's just no huddle. Get to the line, catch them off guard, do this, do that. Look at this drive right now compared to how they've been all game today. It's literally the first 28 minutes is completely different than what you've seen in this last 30 seconds here.
That it has. It's been 2 completely different.
I know as you as an Eagles fan, you're not happy to see that, but it's what I've been looking for this whole entire game so far.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Wonder why it's so long of a timeout. I figured it'd just be a quick 30-second timeout and we keep rolling.
No, they're taking a full timeout here. Well, first half storylines here. Eagles' first drive, 16 plays, but they fumble inside the Packers 20, and that could have been their opportunity for points that they just pissed away. Packers couldn't do much with it. Back and forth, some field position swapping. This has been the first drive in the entire first half that we've seen either team really do much with the football. And the Packers are within striking distance, just outside their own 30-yard line.
I wouldn't say the first time we've seen anybody do anything. Like I said, that first drive, Philly had all the momentum going for him. If it just hadn't been for that fumble by Hurts right there, I feel like they were destined to get at least 3, if not a touchdown there. It was just an unlucky break for Philly. I think this is the first drive since Philly started off great there that we've seen any kind of momentum from anybody offensively, because the defense has just been in control. And it wasn't a knee injury, it was an ankle injury from Lane Johnson. Wonder what happened to his ankle there. It looked like his knee buckled more than his ankle did.
Yeah. Well, back to football, unfortunately. Packers at the Eagles' 31-yard line. Jordan Love drops back and whipping it.
I didn't think that. I'll take it. I didn't think he caught it, though. It looked like he bobbled it as he was running out there.
I did not think that was a catch.
No, he brought it in. He didn't bobble it as much as I thought he did. That was a catch.
That's a catch, and that stops the clock. 1st and 10.
I thought he was bobbling it going out of bounds there. That's why I was a little about that. But
that's what I thought. 1st and 10, 38 seconds to go in the first half. Packers driving at the Eagles' 27-yard line. Eagles are giving them a lot of room here. Packers with 4 receivers. Jacobs in the back.
Snap it. Okay, there we go.
And the Eagles bring pressure, but they pick it up. And Love steps up. Yep, sacked for a 0-yard loss. And I believe
another Green Bay timeout, probably.
Green Bay timeout.
I don't know who called it though. The clock's not moving.
Somebody took a timeout. I'm going to lean toward the Packers here.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Philly tried to call a timeout here.
Nolan Smith with the sack. He's coming back from some extended time off with an injury.
Oh, it's another injury. That's why it was okay.
That's why. So it's an injury timeout. Packers will be forced to spend a timeout here.
Yeah, whenever Love got sacked, he rolled up right onto his offensive lineman's leg right there, just like what happened to Lane Johnson. So,
man, that's your center there.
And there goes. Oh, that's his ankle.
Oh, that's another ankle. That's probably an ankle sprain at the best, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that one might hurt a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
He's having trouble even making it to the sideline. So
getting off the field. So this could be 2 big injuries on the offensive line. One for the Eagles and the other for the Packers. I'm not as familiar with your center as I probably should be.
We've always had depth rotating on our offensive line positions, shuffling people around. It's just a matter of who they're going to put at center. If it is a backup center, if it's just more linemen, we shuffling around.
2nd and 10 at the Eagles 27. Packers trips right with motion. Jordan Love drops back.
And sacked again.
And sacked yet again. It fumbles the ball, and the Eagles have it. That is Eagle football.
You've got to be freaking kidding me. You've got to be freaking kidding me. Why did you try to do that?
I would be very surprised if that is not Eagles football. That's a hand to the face there on the offense.
Oh, my God. What are we doing?
That is not a forward pass. That is a fumble.
No, he tried to throw it forward, but it was a very pitiful attempt.
And that is going to be Eagles football, I'm afraid. And it is Eagles football.
Oh, my God. Why?
You can't be making this crap up. Same end of the field, almost the exact same spot. Both the Packers and the Eagles fumble on a very promising offensive drive. What is
happening tonight?
This is just wild. And that was recovered by the new Philadelphia Eagle, Jalen Phillips.
What is this? Anything you can do, I can do better? Come on.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Anything you can do, I can do better than you.
Well, are we taking a knee and calling it half, or are we taking a shot and seeing what we can do with 3 timeouts left?
You take a knee and you take this right to halftime.
I cannot believe we're looking at a 0-0 first half score right now. That is blowing my mind more than anything.
2 turnovers, 1 by each team.
In the same field, by the same position.
Like I said, on the same end of the field, almost the exact same place on the field by the same position. This is wild. And the Packers center is getting carted off. That doesn't look good. And it looks like the Eagles are going to try to move down the field here to try and get
field goal range before half, yeah. There's Micah, can't get in there. Hurts makes a good scramble to the outside. Gets about 5 yards there.
4 or 5 yards. Little tippy tap there. 16 seconds left to go. Did get tapped out of bounds, but that's not enough to call a penalty there, I don't think.
I was gonna say he didn't go in there and shove him or try to do anything too much out of that. So
Just a little tippy tap. 2nd and 6, 16 seconds left to play. Eagles at their own 38.5-yard line. Hurts back in shotgun with the ball. Drops back to pass.
incomplete.
And that's incomplete. That stinks.
He should have had that one. I don't know if it was just passed too low or if he lost his footing like it has been going for Philly this game or what.
I think it might have been a combination of both there. Let's take a look.
Because that would have put you guys right in field goal range if he caught that.
Right in field goal range for Jake Elliott, who I like to call Jake the Make. Let's see here. Devontae Smith on a deep dig and out. And
that
was just thrown short.
It just wasn't there. He tried to come back for the ball.
3rd and 6. If I'm the Eagles, I'm just going to run. And they do. Give it to Will Shipley up the middle.
Going into halftime, nothing.
Yep.
What a first half.
Packers.
Who called timeout? Who called timeout? Come on, Green Bay.
Packers take their time. You know what this reminds me of? You know what that timeout reminds me of, Ray? You and I playing Madden with each other and just wanting to fuck with each other. Pardon my language.
That's pretty much what it is, yeah.
Now it's just gamesmanship at this point. But if you are Green Bay, you're hoping on an oddball chance here. You're hoping maybe for a shank, a block, maybe a punt return. You're hoping for, best case scenario, but I agree with you, Ray. I think this is going to go into halftime at 0-0. This is one heck of a game. If you're just a football fan in general and you like watching football and you're not a fan of either team, this is one heck of a game. But
they're not punting it. They're going Hail Mary.
Interesting.
Oh, he just threw it out of bounds. He's like, screw this. We're just going into half.
And we have one happy fan there. He at least caught the ball.
He gets a souvenir. First scoreless first half of Monday Night Football since 2009 when the Browns played the Ravens.
Wow. That takes us back to – wow.
That is 16 years ago. I was
19. You were 18. Man,
that is insane. My takeaway from the first half is Green Bay's defense was playing way better than I thought they were going to, but where in the heck? I can't even say where in the heck is our offense because it's been like this all year for us. I can just only hope that they play like they have been all year. The second half, they come out firing and we put up some points. I imagine we put up at least 17 to 20 points in the second half.
So for me, storylines, like you said, is defense, but then also missed opportunities. As I made mention, Philadelphia Eagles, 16-play drive on their second drive of the game, get into scoring range. Jalen Hurts gets to first down yardage, but then coughs up the football. Packers can't do anything with it. And then Jordan Love, with only a few seconds left, does almost the exact same thing on the exact same side of the football field, at the exact same place on the field, and gives up a scoring opportunity there. So we are going into halftime 0-0.
What amazes me the most is the way Philly ran their first drive on offense. I figured for sure they'd be able to pass all over us the way it looked after that first drive, but something happened, something kicked where it took a couple drives where they just ran the ball, then all of a sudden we're flipping the script. Now all of a sudden we can't pass on Green Bay, but Barkley's been running all over us. I don't really know where we're going with this game. It's been so back and forth and so like what the heck is happening? I can't even tell you what to expect from the defense or the offense in the second half.
I would not be surprised to see the second half open up and be lights out scoring affair here. I would not be surprised. Here we're seeing the Jalen Hurts fumble. And that happened almost in the exact same place as Jordan Love's. But if you're Jalen Hurts there, again, I said this before, if you're Jalen Hurts, you don't go down head first, you go down feet first, and you secure that football. If he had done that, we'd be looking at about a 7-0 ball game right now.
Yeah. And I mean, ultimately, you could say the same thing about what happened with Jordan Love in Green Bay at the end of that 2-minute push they were doing there. If he holds on to the ball instead of trying to do this little, like, I'm just going to shoot it like a basketball here, we could have maybe taken the sack right there, had third down, maybe tried to get a pass right there to get a first, or at least gotten a field goal out of it. At least 7-3, 7-7. But it's like you said it a little bit ago. It's missed opportunities. It's been defense shines. Just looking at the stats right here, we have a total of 87 yards combined from both quarterbacks in the first half. They both have around 21, 23 yards rushing, and they both have a fumble. It has been exactly the same exact level from both offenses so far.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the Eagles, I'd be I mean, and I could say this of the Packers too. I think you got to be happy with what you've seen, but also disappointed in what you've seen. And
I'm actually more on the happier side of everything as a Packers fan. Like I said, their offense always struggles in the first half. So to see that we're at 0-0 gives me hope for the second half. If our defense can shine and just lock everybody down, not give up a big play and choke in the end, which is, let's face it, what Green Bay's known to do, I feel like Green Bay's looking promising in the second half. But as an Eagles fan, how are you feeling going into the second half?
oh man, that's a toughie. Defensively, I'm feeling good. I'm liking what I'm seeing from my defense. They've been flying to the football. Haven't been missing a whole lot of tackles. Philadelphia has been kind of known for missing tackles, but they haven't missed a whole lot of tackles here. But offensively, you got to do better. The offense has been pretty stagnant, and that was even before Lane Johnson got hurt. Now, Fred Johnson, I know you were skeptical of Fred Johnson there. Fred Johnson is one heck of a football player, and he has done more than enough just filling in for guys all across the offensive line. So seeing Fred Johnson come in there at right tackle, Fred Johnson's got that tackle spot nailed down. That's going to be fine. But offensively, I think if you're the Eagles, you need to establish your dominance on the offensive line. Yes, the Packers' defensive line is good, but they didn't win a Super Bowl. You guys did. So you need to establish your presence and say, look, this is our football field, and we're just going to take it to you and establish the run. But you need to get, again, and I said this at the beginning of the game, you need to get A.J. Brown involved because that opens up the rest of your offense. That opens up Devontae Smith. So I'm pleased, but I'm disappointed.
I'm hoping Green Bay, like I said, they've been a second half. They've been more of a fourth quarter team, I should say, than a second half team. As long as we can just maintain that, I will feel a lot better. I think that's why I'm so calm going into the second half of this game because we're not trailing for once. It's tied. We're not trailing for once.
Tied or trailed, it's a nothing game.
I would like to see us leading in the first half, but I will take at least tied. That gives me a little bit of hope. But I guess on the flip side of this, you've been saying for most of the season, Philly's been a tale of two halves. So could this be a simple game of, like you said, let's just go out and we're just going to start punching each other offensively in the second half, just light it up on the scoreboard?
I think if you're the Eagles, you have to come out swinging. You can't be timid. Again, losing Lane Johnson sucks and it hurts. But you got to use that as fuel. You got to use that as, okay, we got to do it for our guy. We got to come out here. We got to be willing to hit and attack and establish our dominance and our presence on the field because, yes, there's a green G in the middle of the field, but this is our football field. So you got to come out there with that kind of attitude that you're just going to win every single matchup, every single rep. And I would want to see the Eagles throw the ball better, and again, get AJ Brown involved.
Now, I will bring up an interesting stat here to you that I've seen. I've been watching a little bit of the screen here. The last 13 Monday Night Football games, Green Bay is 11-2 and has won 6 straight of their Monday Night Football games. However, Philadelphia is 4-1 in their past 5 games against Green Bay. One of these streaks is about to come to an end tonight. And interesting enough, they both been
against
fighting tooth and nail at it.
Yep. And the Eagles have been 10-2 against NFC North opponents in their last 12 games. Yeah, somebody's streak is going to end.
And watching the highlights here, I think the one that surprised me out of everything we've been watching the most so far is the Bears comeback. The Giants were winning that game for the most, if not all of the game. Then all of a sudden they just collapsed in the fourth quarter, which I think they've been doing that quite a bit this season with what Fred has been telling us earlier in the season as well.
Yeah.
I think that ultimately led to Brian Debo being fired just because he can't close it out. And then you have the Houston Texans scoring 26 points in the fourth quarter to come back and win against the Jaguars, which I told you the Texans were coming back. I told you they were coming back in the second half of this season here.
That's one game. We'll see how the rest of the season goes.
And then you have the Jets, who went on a fire sale and then go out and beat the Browns.
Yes, Jets. They get their second win of the year, winning their game against the Brownies.
How do you fail at tanking right after you trade your team away?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And it looks like there's Parsons thanking the veterans for Veterans Day, taking a couple pictures with some soldiers showing up to the field today.
Parsons always been a class act. Even whenever he was here in Pennsylvania in high school, you never really heard anybody talk ill of the kid. And even when he went up to Penn State University, you never really heard about Micah Parsons doing anything off the field. I don't
think he was ever an off the field problem, but when he was in Dallas, I've heard about him being a bit distraction in the locker room.
I mean, I think that makes sense. I think Dallas does that to players, but I think being in Green Bay actually does him some good, being in a bit of a smaller market, so to speak, not being as big of a city. I think that does him good. It kind of makes him feel like he's back home in Pennsylvania.
It's a bit colder in Wisconsin than it is in Pennsylvania, but it's also not 90 degrees and hot all year round either. So
this is true, and he's not in the Dallas market. He doesn't have to deal with Jerry Jones every day, so it's a different environment.
So with the first half being 0-0 and everything we saw so far, we did an episode earlier this week where we went halfway through the season and redid our predictions. Halfway through the game, do you want to redo your prediction, or are you sticking with what your prediction was at the start of the game?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna move my my point spread down. Actually, I think we're gonna see some points scored, but it's gonna come down to 3 points, and it's gonna come down to that missed opportunity that the Packers had there at the end of the first half to get 3 points. Eagles win 17-14.
Sadly, that's exactly what I was about to ready to say. 17-14 as well.
Well, we'll see. I know
it's kind of ironic we were on the same page with that one. I'm kind of because the way I saw it is it was going to be 17-14. Green Bay will have the ball last, drive it down the field. They're only going to get it to where it's like a 56-yard attempt, and their kicker is going to shank it wide. Because that's what I know as a Packers fan is heartbreak. That's how this game's going to play out for me.
We'll see. There's still a lot of football left. We're going to be getting into the second half here, probably at the end of this, commercial break here. But,
I am going to take a quick water and bathroom break. I will catch you guys here in a second.
All right. We'll see right here on the flip side. But yeah, this has been a first half that we just neither of us really saw coming. Nothing at the end of the first half. And I think Ray and I both agree that this has been a game of missed opportunities and defense. Neither quarterback really has been able to do much through the air. Both quarterbacks have a fumble, almost identical stat lines. And boy howdy, this is one heck of a first half. If you're a lover of defensive football, this is your game. This is old school defensive football. Now, what are we going to see in the second half? We did discuss that. I think we're going to see Philadelphia coming out swinging, but I could also say the same thing for for Green Bay, I wouldn't be surprised, and we have Ray back with us, I wouldn't be surprised to see Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love scheme some guys into the middle of the field. We've seen the Eagles on passing downs leave some guys open in the middle of the field, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they go back to that NASCAR package and try and play up-tempo a little bit more.
I would love to see that. I've been wanting to see them run up tempo the whole entire first half. I think you've heard me at various points whenever they get the ball saying, please do something, please do something, please do something. I wouldn't be surprised to see Musgrave getting involved a lot more in replace of Kraft. That's their number 2 tight end. I would expect to see him kind of fill in that spot, get a couple of those big catches down the field. I don't know if he's going to be as powerful as what Kraft was. I don't think he'll break the tackles, but if he can get open and just make some catches, that's going to get us in field position to at least get a couple field goals, if anything, on the board and get us moving.
And we shall see. We're going to be getting ready here for the second half kickoff.
Fewest yards in any half this season by Green Bay, 83 yards.
Jeez, Lou. I mean, again, if you like defensive football, this is your game. If you like,
I'm pretty sure both teams have more yards rushing than either of does passing.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. But we shall see what happens here. Green Bay getting ready to kick off, moving right to left as we see it. Lane Johnson seems to be walking around.
Looks like he's coming back.
He might be. We'll see. He's got his helmet on. If you get Lane Johnson back, that's a big get back if you're the Eagles. We'll see if he actually comes back. We'll see. And ball's away.
Or is that just a bluff to get Green Bay going?
We'll see. Eagles take the ball out. Will
to
Shipley.
About 29, 30-yard line there.
30, yep. And we'll see how the Eagles do on their opening drive of the second half.
Not going to lie, I enjoy listening to us talk about the game more than I listen to Aikman and Buck talking about it. So this has been wonderful from my perspective so far.
To see if I could actually call a game. Turns out I can't. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be. You got to really know your stuff. And having a teleport definitely helps. Now, Lane Johnson, he's still on the sideline. Fred Johnson's still on the field. 2 wide receivers for the Eagles going away from us. Saquon Barkley in the back. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun. Man in motion, hands off to Saquon Barkley. He rips off a run of about 7 yards, and the play is called dead.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be another one of those drives where Barkley's just going to make his big chunk plays. He'll get about 6-7 yards carry. It's just going to be a matter if they try to take a chunk pass in between there or not. So,
yep. I would not be surprised to see if maybe Lane Johnson comes back next drive for the Eagles, but right now, this is the drive we got, and this is the drive we need to focus on. 2nd and 3. A little bit of a bunch set at the top. Dallas Goedert in motion. Packers look like they're going to maybe bring some heat here, and they do. And they don't actually. Well, they do, but they get it to Dallas Goedert there for about 5 yards for a first down.
That was a pretty good play there. Got Green Bay to bite inside, left him open on the outside for just enough to get the first down, but that's all you need to keep the drive moving.
Yep, and this is exactly what the Eagles did on their second drive of the game, their 16-play drive. We'll see if this drive ends with a different result.
First drive of the game.
Or first drive of the game? I thought it was their second drive of the game.
First drive.
Okay. All right.
Because either team had the ball once, and they took up the whole quarter, just one possession each.
Devontae Smith in motion towards us. Pass here.
Deep pass, wide open over the middle. Goddard gets it down to the 37-yard line.
Wow. That has been the longest pass, the longest play for either team all game so far.
I think each team, like you said, is going to come out firing and saying, we're done not scoring. We're done looking like crap on offense. We need to start stepping it up, and that's exactly what Philly's doing right now. So,
yeah.
Another deep pass. Oh, he overthrew his receiver there.
He had him wide open. Grant Calcaterra there, wide open. Jalen Hurts just overthrew him, and you don't see that from Jalen Hurts very often, missing a wide open receiver like that.
Well, he's done that twice today, too, if you think about it. There was one big play in the first half where he completely overthrew a receiver.
Easily gotten it down inside the 10. Made a play for the touchdown.
He hits that in stride. That's a touchdown.
Man, oh, man, that's a missed opportunity.
1 for 6 on 10-yard throws tonight.
Man, oh, man. 2nd and 10 here for the Eagles. Jumbo set. A.J. Brown in motion toward us. Jalen Hurts under center. Hands it to Saquon Barkley.
Barkley is a freaking animal, dude.
Dragged down after a 7 or 8 yard gain, setting up a 3rd and short.
He is a freaking animal.
I would not be surprised if he changed his cleat studs.
Yeah. 11 carries, 46 yards. He's averaging 4.2.
Right now, I'd be riding Saquon Barkley if I could, but it is 3rd and 3.
Looks like he's begging to get back in. Lane Johnson, I mean.
He might be. Eagles look like they're flipping the formation. And Hurts got it to Dallas Goedert for a first down. Another pitch out to the tight end. And this is what I was saying early in pregame, that the Eagles need to get Dallas Goedert involved, and they did there. And really, I mean, between you, me, and the floorboards, right, that is not an easy throw for a quarterback, especially with a defensive back there barreling down on the tight end. That's not an easy throw to make.
Yeah, he's hitting his targets right here in this drive coming out. This is looking like the first drive we saw in the first half with Philadelphia. They're marching it right down the field, and Green Bay hasn't had an answer for him.
1st and 10 at the 23. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun, dropping back to pass again, stepping up, running to his left.
Scramble for, 6 yards there?
5 or 6 yards there, out of bounds, stopping the clock at 11:22.
Green Bay's been getting pretty good at getting in there and causing some pressure, but Hurts has been doing very well, staying mobile enough to get out of the pocket where he needs to and getting some yards out of it.
Jalen Hurts has done very well getting to the top of his drop, either seeing his receiver or climbing the pocket and getting up. Eagles at 2nd and 4. Jalen Hurts under center. Jumbo set, handoff.
There we go.
You stop him at the 20. That was Tank Bigsby. Big stop there. That's Key Walker on the tackle.
We need to keep making big plays. Barkley's not in right now. That kind of makes sense to me why we stopped that one so easily. But if we can keep making big plays like this, at least hold you guys to a field goal, that'll give us a little bit of momentum when we get the ball back. But if you guys score here, which I envision, the way you guys are moving the ball, this is your drive to score right here.
We will see 3rd and 7.
Looks like Shipley's in the back.
1 and flag.
Got some laundry.
Delay a game there. I saw that coming. Now, did the Eagles call a timeout here, or are they going to take the delay a game?
Delay a game.
Delay a game. That doesn't make their lives any easier. That's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down and about 12, I think. And they just didn't snap the football. Toth was making calls there, but ran out of time. And Landon Dickerson is mad. They must have had a really good play call there. But 3rd and 12.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a pass over the middle to Goddard. That seems to be where they've been hitting a lot of their big passes right now. They're not going to the receiver. They're running it. They're just going for the field goal. They're settling for the field goal.
And right now, the way the game's been going, I don't disagree here. I think you take your points just outside the 20-yard line.
I disagree. You guys had the momentum passing the ball all over us. I would have at least tried to throw the ball and get a little bit closer, maybe get a tush push in there. I'm really surprised by that play call.
Well, I think that delay game really is what kind of forced the Eagles' hand here. If I'm just judging by Landon Dickerson, he's a pretty well put together guy. For him to react that strongly, that was a play call that they really wanted against that defensive look. Eagles are settling for 3.
Yep,
Kick it
3-0. First points of the game.
Points of the game. Eagles are up 3-0, and the Packers will get the ball. The Packers will get the ball after the commercial break. So we see our first points. Howdy doody to you.
I knew it was coming eventually. They literally marched it right down the field like they did the first drive of the first half too. Now I'm almost wondering, is this going to be a story of, yeah, we're doing great when we script the plays, or is this what we're going to see from Philly the rest of the game now?
What I'm going to be interested to see here is how do the Packers respond offensively. And I mean, I've been saying this for about a quarter and a half now. I think that Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love, if they can attack the middle of the field behind the linebackers, Vic Fangio loves to run two high shells and zone underneath. If they can attack behind the linebackers, but in front of the safeties, they have opportunities there. Jordan Love has left receivers wide open. That's kind of, I think, where Matt LaFleur is going to say, hey, we need to attack here. But it comes down to execution. And Jordan Love, for the first half, hasn't executed. I think how the Packers respond is going to tell us a good bit here once we're done with the commercial break and once we get the Packers back out on the field.
Yeah, and it's like I've been saying this whole game. I'd love to see them be more explosive, but they just haven't been that team all year. They always start slow in the first half. They want to feed it to Jacobs, which I get it. Jacobs is a great running back. We want to give him the ball. But at the same time, you need to put points on the board. You can't just keep feeding Jacobs the ball and not make progress out of it. You got to be able to get the ball down the field.
I wouldn't be surprised. And I know I've said this and I've been, sound like a broken record here, but I think you got to start playing. And you said this too. We need to start seeing some play action passes from the Packers. If you are the Packers.
And the one time they did it, granted, it wasn't a big deep play like I've been wanting them to go to, but it was a first down, 10, 11-yard pass. Oh, no, it was a 9-yard. Either way, though, it was right around that 9, 10-yard mark. You make 10-yard plays, you're moving down the field pretty quickly if you think about it.
Yep. All right, we're back at Lambeau. Eagles up 3-0 over the Packers. Packers do have a nice stadium. The Packers did some renovations, modernized Lambeau Field, and it looks like a very nice facility. I'd like to go there someday.
You will freeze there, I can promise you that. And the only time I will take you there is an authentic Green Bay game in mid-December.
No thanks. I'm a little bee when I'm cold.
Oh, no. If we're going to Lambeau, you're getting the full experience, sir.
And once on the next commercial break, I will tell you exactly how I will be staying warm. I will be wearing about 5 layers. I'll have those little heat packs plastered all over my body. I'll be nice and toasty.
Because my next football game, believe it or not, is going to be the Sunday before Christmas. I've got miles tickets to go watch the Baltimore Ravens play the New England Patriots. We're going to be freezing in Baltimore. So,
all right, Packers 1st and 10 here. I think ball at the 27.
There's his deep pass now. You're looking deep. Right there it is. That's what I've been begging for, and it's coming back. Holding. God dang it.
That's going to be a hold. I think it was a hold on their tackle there, on their edge rusher, Jalen Phillips.
But this is what I've been wanting the whole entire game. Where has this been all stinking game? Holding on the defense.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. I could have swore I saw holding on the offense.
Okay. But this is what I've been asking for all stinking game. Why do we wait to the second half to do this stuff?
Wow. All right. So we're seeing both offensive kind of come to life here. Packers with the jumbo set to the right, moving right to left as we see it. Jordan Love changing the play at the line.
And there's Jacob busting about 6.
And he's going to run, for about 6.
This might be the game where Jacob's streak of touchdowns in a game finally ends.
We shall see. There's a lot of football left to be played.
Jenkins is officially considered out with an ankle injury. He will not return for the Packers tonight.
And he is their center. So Sean Ryan is in out of UCLA. Jordan Love under center. 2 wide receivers away from us, 1 close with a tight end. Wide receiver in motion near us. Hand off to Jacobs and a missed tackle there, but the Eagles clean it up. Jacobs gets
he fell
about
forward for about 3 there, maybe. So it's going to be about 3rd and short. 3rd and 3. Okay.
Well, still, that's you're on schedule.
Packers have been 0 for 5 tonight on 3rd down conversions. This is the time when you need to finally.
So it looks like they brought in another tight end, or maybe is that a wide receiver?
I didn't see there.
Receiver. So they are going with 4 wide receivers with Jacobs next to Jordan Love. And
there we go.
First down. And we're seeing some life from offenses finally.
Yeah, this is the attack that I was hoping for in the first half. They're coming out in shotgun. They're passing the ball. They may get a little bit of a run play here or there with Jacobs, but I wish they would see more of this from Green Bay in the first half instead of I understand building up the run for the pass in the second half, but we got to start doing some more explosive plays in the first half to complement that run game. For reasons like this right here. A
7-yard loss. Jalix Hunt gets himself another tackle for loss. And that puts the Packers well behind the sticks.
Yep. Oh, man.
In the backfield almost as soon as the ball was snapped. He did not
Doesn't even look like anybody touched him. He just walked right in. About punched the referee right in the face.
He walked right on in. Jalix Hunt having himself a game. 2nd and 14, definitely going to be a pass play here. I'd be very surprised if the Packers don't throw. And, yep, they're going to throw. And, well, they were going to play the throw.
Pretty much right back to where we started, so about 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10.
Very nice open field tackle by Zach Bond. And making for 3rd and 9. Big 3rd down here.
Right there's another open Dobbs over the middle.
Wide open yet.
Dang it, dude.
And what have we been saying all game? Missed opportunity, missed opportunity, missed opportunity, and that's a missed opportunity.
I'm really trying to watch myself with my cussing tonight. I've been doing good so far, but it's getting close.
Packers at the Eagles' 41-yard line. Jordan Love dropping back to pass. Pass rush.
Oh, he dropped it! Oh, come on, man.
I think you might be. I think you might be slightly ahead of me, but that's okay. I'm at 4:47. 4th and 9. Are they seriously considering going for it?
They're on the other side of the 50. Probably try to take the momentum right here.
Ooh.
Just right in your hands, dude. Come on.
Pretty throw. That was a pretty throw. And they are indeed going for it. Or at least they're going to make him think they're going for it.
They're going for it.
Going.
And he dropped it again. Come on, Green Bay. What the hell are we doing?
Incomplete yet again. Pass broken up by Reed Blankenship. Oh, and that hits him right in the chest.
Come on.
And that hit him right in the chest. Two catches dropped. And Matt LaFleur is pissed.
Yep.
Now, Ray, I think this is just evidence, and I think it validates what I've been saying, that Matt LaFleur saw that there were openings in the gaps of the Eagles defense and was going to try and scheme guys open, and he did. You can scheme guys open, but you can't scheme catches.
Nope. And right now, Green Bay's receivers are letting us down.
That's the way it appears. And you, as the Packers, just gave the Eagles really good field position. They're on their
I
own
felt
side.
good going into the second half. I felt good only giving up the field goal and marching down the field, but that just took the wind right out of our sail. All the momentum's in Philadelphia's favor right now. It's not looking good for us.
No, I wouldn't go that far yet. The Eagles, they do have a short field. I think they're on their own side of the 50, but they're like, what, 42, I think. So they do have a bit of a short field. If you're the Eagles here, you need to score. Not a field goal. You need to score a touchdown. You need to start putting some distance between yourself and the Packers, but we'll see.
If this becomes a 2-possession game, I'm going to say it's probably over because Green Bay's not moving the ball, and it's getting to the point where they're putting themselves too far behind.
I wouldn't say they've been moving the ball. They just haven't been executing. Romeo Doubs there drops the ball that hit him right in the hands. Quinyon Mitchell was out of position. That was a beautiful throw by Jordan Love. And then another perfect throw by Jordan Love, but the receiver let it hit him in the chest. And you know as well as I do, right? If you as a receiver let a ball come and hit you in the chest and hit you in the shoulder pads and you're not ready to catch that rebound, it will bounce off of you into the nether, into the ether, and it will be gone. And that's exactly what happened.
I'm getting to that point where we talked about before we started. You know how I said about how I'm still at that Green Bay fan stage where I will either ride that momentum big or I will fall real quick. I'm starting that fall real quick. I'm starting to lose a lot of faith in this Green Bay team right now.
Well, there's still a lot of game left to be played. 4:42 left in the third quarter. Lane Johnson still not out for the Eagles. Fred Johnson still at the right tackle position. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun next to Saquon Barkley. Dropping back to pass. Pressure comes and flipping it out to Saquon for a minimal gain, maybe a yard.
2nd and 9, yeah. I'm at 428, 27, 26, 25. I don't know where you're at compared to where I'm at.
You're about a second ahead of me.
Okay.
I don't know how.
I don't know how either, sir.
All right. Eagles coming
crap.
out.
Okay. I accidentally backed out trying to pause it and play it again. So, okay.
I'll call.
I'm back.
All right. So Eagles on a jumbo set here. Hurts under center. Oh, boy. And pressure. And the Packers, they knock back Saquon Barkley back to the 35-yard line.
Defense has been doing great all game. They've given up 2 good drives, and that was the opening drive of each half. They've been containing Philadelphia outside of that since. So
3rd and 15 here. If you're Eagles, you could try to. That's just terrible blocking. The entire inside of the Eagles' offensive line just collapsed. Man, that's pathetic.
Yeah, it looked like nobody was just even. Yeah.
All right, let's see what the Eagles do here. I think they're just going to. Well, no, they're not. They're going to try and get something. Off to Shipley. And he doesn't get it.
That might be a penalty. No.
No, I thought they.
It looked like after he ran out of bounds, they spiked him down. That's why I was like, maybe a penalty there, but
nope. But Packers are able to minimize the damage. They turn the ball over on downs, but they force a quick 3 and out, and the Eagles are forced to punt.
If we lose this game 3-0, sir, I will probably rage out a little bit.
And I will breathe a sigh of relief.
At 3-0, though, come on. That is a disappointing score for both of us. 3-0.
Yes. Oh, kicker goes down, but the ball.
It looked like he landed on his own player, though.
Okay. And the
Packers. Because his own player was laying right underneath him there.
Okay. I saw a Packer there, so I was hoping.
Oh, my gosh.
Starting with 4 minutes left-ish in the third quarter at their own 25-yard line. And, I mean, we've said that every drive has been a critical drive, but I don't know how much more critical you can get. If you're the Packers, if you go 3-and-out, or if you don't get any points on this drive, and you end up going into the fourth quarter down 3-0, 3 points could look like 30.
Yeah, and I'm their defense is doing their job tonight, which is great considering how poor our offense has been playing again. I expected Philadelphia, like I said in our pregame, to put up what I say 27, 30 points on us. I expected Philly's offense to be darn near unstoppable tonight. And Green Bay has been slowing them down. They've had 2 good drives. One stalled out with a Hurts fumble. The other one stalled out whenever they took Barkley out. And for some odd reason, I get it. You have to sub out Barkley, get him some rest. But every time they take him out, that's when your Eagles' offense seems to stutter out. Barkley has been the centerpiece to your offense and all your drives so far today.
He really has, and I mean I would say that the offensive line has also been kind of our Achilles heel tonight, and that's usually the Eagles' strength. I mean, we just saw that huge, 7 or 8 yard loss there that the Eagles gave up. That's a drive killer. You can't have that. You cannot have that. So if you're the Packers, you got to be feeling good after turning the ball over on downs and getting away with it. I mean, let's face it, the Packers, they got away with that one. Now you got to be going back. Being Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love. You got to be thinking, okay, we know we can get guys open in the middle of the field and in the seams on one-on-one matchups. We just got to catch the damn football. And this can very easily turn into a 7-3 ball game if the Packers can catch the football. But so far they haven't. And honestly, with a cold weather game, it might be hard.
Yeah, that's the thing is, though, this is your home field. It's the frozen tundra. You sign up for that whenever you come to Green Bay. So, if anything, the cold weather should be an advantage to you in Green Bay, not a disadvantage.
You would hope. You would hope.
They're calling him the trade father. That's hilarious.
All right, Jordan Love. He's going to hand the ball off to Jacobs, and he gets about 11.
There we go. Busted up for 10. I'll take that. I agree with Scooter. Can we just collectively agree to not trade with this man anymore?
You know that'll never happen. Look at him all bundled up. Doesn't he look like a bundled up old man? He looks miserable.
He's like, it's 3-0. What the heck am I watching right now?
This isn't the team I paid for.
Right.
All right. Jordan Love looks like they're almost like in a pistol here. And fake. And throwing and caught.
There we go.
Oh, but there's a flag.
You calm down before you get yourself penalized. Get back to the dang huddle. We don't need any more stupid penalties.
There, that's going to be.
Penalties fine, though. Take it. At least the penalties that have been called on you have been declined. It's not like it's really hurt your team or anything like that tonight so far yet.
I was really hoping for offensive holding because that's a 10-yarder, and that always kills a drive.
Yeah.
I don't like that call.
But again, at least it's a call that didn't hurt your team. It's not like you guys got penalized for your penalty, if you will.
Yeah, and Brandon Jacobs gets about 2, maybe 3.
I'm really hoping they don't start getting chippy because the minute that Green Bay does that, they're going to get a call against them with us being down, and that's going to hurt us in trying to make a comeback here.
I mean, Green Bay is known for yapping their traps. Let's put it that way.
Oh, man. Jalen Phillips has 29 snaps tonight, 5 tackles, and 1 fumble recovery. So he's making a good debut for you guys.
2nd and 8 here for the Packers. Jordan Love under center. Hands off to Brandon Jacobs again, who gains about 3. He was stopped there at the line, but was able to power ahead for a few yards.
I think you might have jumped ahead of me just a hair whenever I tried to fix my TV.
Makes for
This is
third and
karma for all the times I've spoiled it for you now, right?
And they're going NASCAR. The Eagles need to get themselves figured out here.
No, they're not. The referee standing in front of Love. They're just going to let the clock run out.
And yep, that is the end of the quarter. We got 15 minutes of football left to play.
Oh my gosh!
Eagles are.
Should I get my blood pressure medication and set it in front of me now, or wait until a little bit later in the fourth quarter?
I mean, I feel like we're both going to need some kind of medication.
Because mine has been manageable as of recent, but this game's going to put it right back into unmanageable range again.
But we can't afford that.
I mean, it was only, 180 over 120 last time? No big deal, right?
That's not healthy.
As I'm just walking around, like, I don't have any symptoms. I don't know what you're talking about.
Again, that's not healthy. Oh, my. So 15
minutes. It makes a difference since I've gotten sick, though. I haven't had any caffeine since I've gotten sick.
I mean, that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Wait until I get healthy, though. Then we're right back on that caffeine kick again.
Right back to where we started. Oh, Lord.
Have I ever learned from my lessons, sir?
No, you have not. You've never learned.
I live with pain and misery 24/7, sir. It follows me.
That it does.
I don't go looking for it at all.
No.
Anyway.
Never do you look for the worst to happen. It just comes and finds you.
I mean, I'm a Packers fan. It always comes to find me.
Stop. You've had quite literally, 3 generations of good quarterback play. No franchise ever.
And you guys have just as many Super Bowls as we do in that time frame. So what's your point, sir?
You at least have good quarterback play.
Just to watch us go, we lost another NFC Championship game. We lost another NFC Championship game. You don't know that heartbreak every single year, sir.
Trust me, I do. I do, actually. Not only do I know that pain, I know that pain 3 times in a row.
Oh, man. That's why I hate the NFC West so much. That's always the teams we seem to lose to, either the Eagles or the NFC West. Every single time.
All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. And we're starting off on third down. 3rd and 4, I believe. Moving left to right now. And that's a first down.
Depends on where they spot them. Yeah, they're spotting them above it, so that's first down. It looks like they're throwing to Wicks. Wicks has been making a lot of big catches for us right now. He might turn into the target tonight for Love. Usually it's Dobbs is the go-to guy, but the way he's been dropping passes and not getting open, I wouldn't be surprised to see him continuing to feed it to Wicks the rest of the night.
Wouldn't be surprised. 1st and 10 here for the Packers. Packers are at
I expected Musgrave to get involved in this offense a lot more than he has tonight. I'm surprised he hasn't yet.
Well, there's still football to be played. And handed off to Brandon Jacobs, who gets about 6.
Josh Jacobs, not Brandon Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, sorry.
You're showing your age again, sir.
Shut up.
Ooh, somebody got gashed up a little bit.
Yeah. All right. And back we go. Second, they only gave him 4 on that. That's a long 4. 2nd and 6 for the Packers. That's a short 6. Oh, they're going to unload. And
It's
wide
coming back.
open. There is a flag.
It's coming back.
And Jordan Love does not look happy. Let's see what the play call is. False start. 5-yard penalty.
Where's the false start at? Oh, illegal formation.
Sorry.
Okay.
Illegal formation. I believe that's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I don't think that's a drive killer penalty. I think that's just a setback.
Yep, tight end was covered.
Oh, son of a beach.
All right. So if you're the Eagles here, you want to keep everything in front of you. 2nd and 11. You want to force a 3rd and long here. If you're the Packers, you're wanting to make this 3rd and manageable.
Do what you've been doing. Play action.
And just what the doctor ordered, but incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Threw
Threw it to freaking Dobbs again, and he dropped it. Hits his hands again. Son of a gun.
This makes a 3rd and long here. Packers have not been very good on 3rd down tonight.
I don't think they've converted a single 3rd down tonight.
Man, what a pass breakup by Quinyon Mitchell there. But that, I mean, can't really put that one on Dobbs. But
it was good coverage, don't get me wrong, but the ball was right there.
All right, 3rd and 11 here. Big stop. Trips left. Oh, boy. Jordan Love nervous and throws it away.
Jesus.
And that is a big 3rd down stop for the Philadelphia Eagles defense. 4th and 11, and Romeo Dobbs, he's looking a little winded, if not hurt. And that's going to force a punt.
Oh, I don't know. It's right at that borderline.
Oh, and he was open again.
He's dropping passes all night, though. He's getting open, but he's dropping everything we throw to him.
Once he was open, Jordan Love just couldn't see him. Didn't trust his eyes.
And they are punting it. Son of a gun.
And
get it. Oh, wow. Come on. Oh, wow. Come on.
Why?
Oh, he went into the end zone. Did he get it back out, though? Oh, my God. How close was that? Give us the safety. Come on.
I think he was in the end zone when the Packer touched the ball. He wasn't in the end zone when he got tackled.
He ran backwards, though. He picked it up and ran backwards. Oh, my God. Did they really butcher that? Oh, why would you even pick that ball up? Either way, that is a big, big blunder on special teams for Philadelphia. Why would you touch that ball?
Oh, nope. His foot's on the white. His foot's on the white. He touches the ball. That makes it a touchback.
Yeah, they lucked out of that one.
They lucked out. If you're the Eagles, oh, man. Oh. That's going to get called a touchback, and that's going to get brought to the 25.
Oh, my God damn.
Even when you think you catch a break, you don't. He did not reestablish in the field of play.
But even still, as a returner, what are you thinking? Picking that ball up at the 3-yard line and running backwards. Like, there's no reason to be touching that football right there at all.
First of all, any special teams player is told and taught, and I know you heard this in high school. If the ball is inside the 5, don't freaking touch it.
It's just, I don't get what he was thinking by picking that ball up. That blows my mind right there.
I don't know, but I promise you he is going to get a talking to when he gets on back to the sideline.
Oh, we needed that. That was what we needed to get back into this game.
And Ray, what 2 words am I going to tell you?
I don't want to hear it, sir.
What? Missed what? Missed what, Ray?
Blah, 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 blah.
And it hasn't just been the Packers, it's been the Eagles too.
The thing is, though, you guys are capitalizing on your second drive at least. Not second drive. Second half first drive is what I was combining a bunch of. You got points is what I'm trying to get at.
You got points.
You got points.
So
We got a goose egg right now, halfway through the fourth quarter. You guys just need to maintain the ball, run the fourth quarter out like you did the first drive of the game, take up the rest of it. We didn't get the ball back in the first quarter until a minute and a half. You do that again now, we're done. I'm plain and simple.
And I know I said this before when the Eagles had the ball last, but I'm going to say it again. You have to score a touchdown. 10 points at this stage of the game might as well be 20.
Yeah, it's a touchdown. It's over. Like I said, whenever you guys got the field goal and then we sputtered out, I was already looking at it as over. I'm kind of at the point where Green Bay isn't going to come back from this one.
Yep. So A.J. Brown, 2 targets, 2 catches, but only 13 yards. Do we maybe see A.J. Brown featured a little bit more on this drive? I don't know. We shall see. Eagles 1st and 10 at the 20, sorry. Jalen Hurts in shotgun next to Saquon Barkley. Gets the ball to Saquon Barkley, who plunges ahead for about 4 or 5.
Oh my! This team I'm watching tonight is why I have yet to put any faith in Green Bay, even when they were hyped up at the beginning of the year. I've been down on them all year because of their offense, and they've done nothing but prove me right, and they can't do anything.
Well, let's see here. Game's not over. Pitch out to Saquon Barkley. Doesn't get anything. That's not what I like to see. Makes for
Green Bay's defense has done their job tonight. I can't say anything negative about their defense tonight. But I'm sure you could say the exact same about your defense tonight, too. They've shown up and done their job.
They've shown up so far. All right, let's see what happens. 3rd and 7 here. They actually say that he lost a yard. 3rd and 7, Eagles at their 23. Hurts in the shotgun. 1 receiver near, 2 on the far side. Packers bring pressure and throws it to Saquon Barkley, who's finishing down in a lot more. He is going down the field, down to the 40. He's going to be down at the 34, 36-yard line of the Packers. Biggest play of the day for either team. 1st down, Philly.
Oh, it's the end of the world as we know it.
And you know what I thought of as soon as he caught that ball? Backwards hurdle. The exact same play on a backwards hurdle. A.J. Brown with a huge block there. 1st down there for the Eagles. Packers.
Pretty sure Barkley has more yards than Green Bay has offense.
And Jalen Hurts is going to go deep. Touchdown. Philadelphia to Devontae Smith. 36-yard touchdown pass, and there's your touchdown. 1st touchdown of the game scored. Eagles are about to go up 10-0 with 10:35 left to go.
That's the game right there. That's pretty much the dagger. Green Bay has not been able to move the ball at all. Philly's defense has been shutting them down every chance they've had to. This game right here is over. All Philly needed was that touchdown to go up 2 possessions. I don't see Green Bay coming back from this.
Fake there. That drew the safety up one-on-one with Devontae. Devontae just goes up and gets it. I don't know about this game being over, Ray. There's still a lot of football left to be played. It's only a 10-point game with 10:35 left to play. That was only a 2-minute drive.
Yeah, but I've seen enough of this offense today where I know I've been saying all game, fourth quarter team, but I've also been saying we can't go down big. We just went down 2 possessions, running out of time. I think this is it right here.
We shall see. We shall see. So, what do you? I mean, other than obviously Ray, Packers now fall behind by 10 points with 10 minutes left to go. You're not having a lot of faith in them right now. But what did you see, just from a football perspective, putting your fandom aside? What did you see from the Packers defense on that drive that has you concerned?
I think it was just one. The Philly's been due for a break. I've been impressed with Green Bay's drive. They have a bend don't break defense. They got one past us. If they only give up 10 points all game, then you know what? The defense still did their job. They let one get past them. It happens. But when your offense isn't putting up points, it doesn't help you when you're playing a solid defensive performance. And both defenses, whether it's 10-0 or nothing, both defenses have played a solid game today, no matter how you look at it. It's just one offense decided to show up in the fourth quarter, and the other one is still just laying an egg.
And I feel like we've seen that from Green Bay, where it's been a tale of two teams, whether their offense has been great, but their defense has stunk, like in the tie to Dallas, or like today, where their defense has been, other than the last couple of drives, has been pretty good, and their offense has moved the football, but not well enough. I feel like that's kind of been emblematic of who the Packers are.
Yeah, and they need to be more up tempo. I've been saying that all game. The one time they did go up tempo, that was just what the story was in the first half. They got it the whole way down to that one part of the field, and then they fumbled the ball. That's what Philadelphia did in the first half too. But I've been saying up tempo. They need to just get up there, move, throw, move, maybe do a handoff there, but move, 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 move. They need to stop taking their time. There's a phrase I want to say, but we're live, and I'm not about to say that phrase. But essentially, we just need to get our ass in gear and quit just waiting for something to happen. Because of this right here, now we're down 10. Now we actually have to go into this hurry up mode where if we did have a chance to actually slow it down a little bit doing this earlier, that chance is gone now. It's pedal to the metal, get your ass in gear, or like I've been saying since they scored, this game is over.
Well, we shall see. The Packers now get the football. 1st and 10. I think it's going to be inside their 30. We'll see here. I like, but I don't like these little like in broadcast commercials that are like 15 seconds. I like them, but I don't like them.
Yeah.
I like that.
You got to make your money. It's the NFL. They got to make their money where they can.
I like that you don't fully take me out of the action, but I wish you would just fill it with more football.
Right.
All right. Yep. Packers are going to be at their 25-yard line. 2 receivers up top, 1 below. Love is going to hand it off to Jacobs, who gets about 3.
This drive is going to be the exact same. There's no up tempo. They're just running the ball and playing slow. This is where we've struggled all year. I don't understand why. Okay, they're going a little more up tempo then, but
End. 4 wide receivers go, and there's a catch. 1st down. Oh boy.
they need to get up to the line and just keep doing this. No more huddling. You know what your strength is. Quit trying to say that's not your strength and doing everything else, and just play this the rest of the game.
That's what they're doing now. They're going to their NASCAR package. Love drops off the ball, but Jahad Campbell comes up with the tackle for about a 5-yard gain. And I think the Packers are going to their NASCAR package here.
They just need to get to the line and keep doing this. That's where they've moved the ball on every team they've played this year by doing this. So if they just need to literally be the team and embrace the fact that they are this team.
Oh, nice tackle there. by Adoree Jackson.
He almost jumped the route. That was a good read by the defense. He just didn't get there quick enough, too.
Yep. And you had, I almost said Reed Blankenship. You had DeJean there on a blitz, almost knocking that ball down. 3rd and 2 here. Packers at their 46-yard line. If they don't get the first down here, they are going for it. You know that.
It's at the point of the game where you have to. You're down 2 possessions, losing this late in the fourth quarter.
Love gives it to Brandon Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, who plows ahead for about 8 for a first down.
Get right on the line and keep going.
Jacobs is looking a little bit winded there.
As heavy as he's been getting used tonight, I wouldn't be surprised. He's been the workhorse for this Green Bay offense tonight.
8 total yards for Josh Jacobs tonight. He has been their offense for the most part. That's the first huddle we've seen from the Packers. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Ooh, and he goes down. They're going to call that, about a 1 or 2 yard gain?
2nd and 8, yeah.
And here we see the Packers. They are going to their NASCAR package.
I think they just had to huddle because Jacobs went off the field there. That's probably the only reason they huddled that drive there.
And incomplete.
Oh, jeez.
And Ray, I think at this point, no matter what you do, no matter what the distance, you have to go for it on 4th down, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm trying to be optimistic as a Packers fan, but the way I've been watching them play all year, I am very much losing faith faster and faster watching this game.
Third and 8 Packers. Jordan Love drops back and caught for a first down.
There we go. With Wicks again catching the ball. Wicks has been the only reliable target that he has had throwing tonight.
And now it's my turn as an Eagles fan to get a little nervous. I'm not liking this.
5 targets, 4 catches for 38 yards.
Packers at the Eagles' 34-yard line. And a pitch, and oh boy, and that's going to go for 0 yards, maybe a yard.
That's better than what it could have been, the way they got hit in the backfield like that. Oh, my God.
They're going to rule that he did not get past the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. That was like a little wide receiver flare out. That's a missed tackle there by Brandon Graham.
Yeah, he wraps that up. That's coming out of retirement, though. He's got to shake off the rust a little bit. He'll be back to.
I think if he was a little younger, he would have made that tackle. Eagles bring some pressure. Jordan Love lofting the football, and that's incomplete. Is there a flag, maybe? Yes.
And right there was Musgrave. I knew they would eventually go to him. I'm just surprised it took this long to finally do it.
That's going to be a spot foul, and I think you're going to see the Packers get a touchdown here.
I still think it's too little too late, though. I told you, this is fourth quarter Packers. If they've been doing this all stinking game long, we would have been fine. But what did I say pregame? If they get too far behind, they're going to have trouble coming back, and that's going to bite them. This is exactly what I said in the beginning of the game. They're down 2 scores. They're going down to the 6 minutes left. All Philly needs to do is just rely on Barkley and run the ball, even if we score, and it's over.
But here's the thing. Philly hasn't been reliably able to chew clock with the running game. Jordan Love goes back. It's a screen and a missed tackle by, Jalen Carter of all people.
You're worried about them marching down the field. I'm watching that clock just tick, 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 tick.
I'm watching it, and I'm hoping that it hits 0 faster than what I know it will.
It's moving to 0 faster than I want it to.
And there's a run. Touchdown.
And touchdown Jacobs. He keeps the streak alive. I still say it's too late.
I don't.
5:49 left in the game. I still think it's too late. I think he's just barely across, but
He was in. Now, the Eagles, when they get the ball back, they have to produce first downs over and over and over again if they want to win. If they don't and they give the Packers the football, they could very well lose.
I'm not getting excited yet.
That pass interference call on Jahad Campbell there against Musgrave, that gave him the touchdown.
Yeah. I'm not getting excited yet.
I'll get excited when it's 0-0 and the Eagles win.
Oh my God. I would have been a lot more excited and pumped if that would have been what they did in the third quarter to start the second half.
Yeah.
Going
to make for a very interesting.
I called this in pregame. This is what Green Bay's been doing all freaking year, and they did it again today. They wait till the last minute to do what they're strong at. Why they have to wait until, hey guys, we're down in the fourth quarter. Maybe we should do this. Like, what? Why? Why? Oh, it's so freaking frustrating.
Well, as an Eagles fan, I want to say that the Eagles are going to chew clock, get first downs, win the football game. But from what I've seen from their running game all season long, I'm not confident. And from what I've seen in their run game through spurts today, I'm not confident they can either. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's a matter of defense again. If Green Bay's defense can hold, or if they let one go again.
Yep.
Oh, now we have to dig through commercials and wait till the most anxiety-ridden part of the game gets back to its action.
Yep.
Oh man. But I see your Eagles running away with this one and moving to 7-2. Like I said, it's just I'm looking at it as too little, too late. I will be surprised if we do come back from this one.
I mean, I've known my Eagles for a very, very, very long time. The Eagles have a way of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Mm-hmm. That knocks us out of the wild card with a loss today, too.
Well, it's not over yet. Let's see what happens here. Whew, what a hit. Eagles take it to the 29.
Here comes the Barkley show. I wouldn't even be surprised. I'm saying they feed it to Barkley here if they just decide to psych out Green Bay, fake one to Barkley, and go deep again.
I don't see them doing that. That would be not the smart play. And Lane Johnson's back in the ball game.
Yeah, down to the wire. Get out there for your team.
You know,
look at that.
Stop number one.
Don't waste your timeouts yet. I'm not going to get hopeful until we stop you on third down. then I might show a little bit more excitement and hope. If we stop you on third down, I should say.
We need to pick up yards on second down, though.
Yeah.
The third and manageable. 2nd and 12 right now.
Another handoff to Bark. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
He wasn't paying attention. Oh, thank
Jesus.
Oh, thank you, God.
3rd and 12.
Oh, first down if he turns around and looks for that. Oh, Jesus. Woo.
Well, it wasn't even. It was thrown low. He wasn't turned around.
Oh, he turns around paying attention for that. That's a first down.
God.
Oh, come on.
He's got him. First
And
down.
wide open. First down.
First down. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oh, man. That was Devontae Smith on 3rd and 12 getting a ball thrown to him for about 16 yards. And for being a little dude, he can sure catch the ball and take a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't drop the ball all that much. Packers are probably going to bring the heat. Hand off to Saquon Barkley. Gets about 3 yards.
Oh, God.
Second and 7. 4.5 minutes to play. Eagles with a bunch formation. A.J. Brown in motion. Packers are showing blitz. And very close to a first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
It'll be a tush push for a first down. This game's over. I told you guys are just going to run the clock out. Man.
Is that one of those tripping, no tripping penalties that they didn't call?
He was still wrapped around him when he stuck his leg out, though, too. It wasn't like he just stuck his leg straight out.
We're going to take a timeout here. Yep, taking a timeout. Let the clock bleed down as far as they can. 3rd and 2 here. That looks like
This
a lot
is
more than
guaranteed
11.
first down for Philly.
Don't say that.
All you have to do is run that tush push play. Green Bay ain't going to stop it. Oh, man. Too little, too freaking late yet again.
Third and 2. Eagles with a bunch formation. Man in motion. Hand it to Saquon in the fullback position, and that's a first down. He gets 4 yards and 4 yards. And is this where the Packers think about maybe using their timeouts, or do they let it go to the 2-minute warning and then use their timeouts?
I'd at least let Philadelphia run another play and see what happens with this next play. If we can stop them in the backfield, take the timeout. If they gain yardage, let it go to the 2-minute warning.
Or do you think this is another let the clock wind all the way and take a timeout? Nope. Gains about 3.
Let it
Depending on
go. They're going to waste the time. They're calling timeouts now. Like I said, you guys were going to run the clock out. It's too little, too late. You're marching it right down the field.
Well, I think play of the game, or let me just say this before the game is officially over. If the score stands, for me, player of the game is Devontae Smith. He's player of the game.
Yeah. He's the one that pretty much got everything going for you guys. He caught a lot of your big plays, got a lot of your first downs going.
Not only did he catch balls when he needed to catch them, when the team needed him to, he scored the game's only touchdown to this point. And on a 3rd and 12,
Other than Josh Jacobs running one, yeah.
Other than Josh Jacobs running one, sorry, I forgot about that one. And on 3rd and 12, ran a 16-yard out and caught a critical pass for a first down. That has the Eagles in this position right now to potentially ice away the game.
Yeah, when Green Bay scored, it's just like I told you. It was too little, too late. You guys have Barkley. You guys have been great at running the ball when it comes down to you needing that big play. Lane Johnson went back in. It's game over. I knew it was over once you guys got that 10-0 lead.
On a different note, let's talk about something I think we both can agree on. I don't want to see Christmas commercials till I've eaten my Thanksgiving turkey, gosh darn it.
Yeah, Carolina gets frustrated with me because I tell her, you're not allowed to touch anything Christmas until the day after Thanksgiving. And the day after Thanksgiving hits, she will look at me and be like, hey, we had a deal. It's time now. Let's get moving.
It's time to pay up, Dad.
Yum. She's on it, too.
For those of you that don't know, Carolina is Ray's youngest daughter.
Mm-hmm. And a pain in my butt about my health, too.
Good. Somebody needs to be.
She's literally over my shoulder. Anything I'm not supposed to eat or drink, you're not allowed to have that. Your doctor said you're not supposed to be doing that.
Good girl. Good girl. You know what that is, Ray? That's love. That's love.
It's a pain in my butt. That's what it is.
No, it's love. It's love. All right, Eagles on 2nd and 8 here. Packers are bringing the heat. Oh, gets him to bite and throw the ball away. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
I am very surprised they tried to run a pass play and stop the clock there.
I don't love that play call.
Why would you do that and potentially stop the clock like that?
Why?
They just put a stat up on the screen right before this play, too. Micah Parsons, after this play now, has 6 pressures by himself tonight. The rest of the Packers, 1.
Wow.
Micah Parsons has carried this defense as far as pass pressure tonight.
This is the biggest hit it has to be the biggest down of the game so far.
They're passing it again.
Wow.
And they stop the clock again. What kind of... You had the game won. Run the clock out. What are you doing?
Wow.
And Green Bay gets the ball back.
Just wow.
What kind of play calling was that? You guys had the game won.
And
they're leaving the offense on the field? Oh, God.
I don't understand this at all.
This is it right here. Timeout. That has to be unless it's delay a game. They called a delay a game. They're punting it. Oh, my God. What just happened? Why would you not run the ball?
Wow.
I don't understand. Maybe try to catch him off guard, but I don't understand the play calling at all right there in that sequence of events.
I don't either. I don't love it.
I just got my little bit of hope back after giving up on this game completely. Like, I was expecting them just run, and let's wrap this up and call it a day. Like, I'm baffled right now.
And these are the Eagles for you, snatching defeat from the very jaws of victory.
Oh my God. Where are we getting the ball, though?
At the
At the
10.
10-yard line. Oh, that's a 90-yard. Oh, God. All we need is a field goal, though. All we need is a field goal, though. Let's just at least get into field goal range, get into overtime, do something then.
The Eagles are playing that perfectly until
all the
last.
hope I want right now. Just get us into field goal range for Christ's sake.
Oh my
God.
This is how this drive ends will determine the game.
Oh, come on, Green Bay. Come on, lucky Jersey. Come on.
Incomplete.
What? You just throwing to a ghost there? What are you looking at? Come on, Sam Darnold. I'm glad you got the reference. I was waiting for a chuckle out of that one.
You got it.
Oh, man. Well, this game just got a lot more interesting real fast.
Sure freaking did.
5-1 in one-score games, best in the NFL. Alrighty, loving shotgun here. 5 wide out.
Oh, we got hit. Incomplete.
And drops another. Oh my God.
Oh, mamacita.
Ooh, buddy. They brought pressure, and he got in there.
He had to short arm it, and he had his man wide open.
Oh my God.
Big play. 3rd and 10.
Third and 10. Play action. Chucks it deep, and it is caught. Let's get trying to rip the ball out, but he falls down at the 35. 1st and 10, 2-minute warning. Watson with the big catch there. Woo. Again, should I get my blood pressure medication yet?
Oh, mine's up there.
Would you like me to share said blood pressure medication? I can't fathom the play calling there. That is what is blowing my mind right now. I don't understand the play calling at all in that situation right there. Who is making the play calling? Is that the head coach? Is that the OC? Who is making that play call right there?
I think that has to be both of them, between Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni. I think you're just
if you're Sirianni, how do you not step in if that is the OC and be like, "What are you doing?" I don't
understand the play calling by the Eagles there. If the Eagles lose the game, that's why.
The game was over. All you had to do was just give it to Barkley or do some kind of play where Hurts takes it off to the outside. Let him get a couple yards that way. I'm just Oh my Lanta. I can see our shift in attitude just in those two plays. It went from me being completely given up to you going, this is complete bullshit. What just happened?
Yep. Sure did.
Oh, I had completely. There's no. that has to be questioned at the end of the game in the press conference. Why are you throwing the ball on 2nd and 8 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the lead? That just.
Oh my God.
I almost want to stay up to listen to the post game speech or post game press conferences just to hear what his reasoning is for that.
Oh, I won't be.
I shouldn't be because I have to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning and be up at 4 a.m. But I don't understand that play call. I want to hear why. I guess is ultimately what, win or lose. I want to hear why.
All right. Well, 2 minutes left. 1st and 10. Packers on their 35.
Bringing heavy, dumped it off to Jacobs, but it was just wide, incomplete.
Jalen Carter going after Jordan Love there.
Oh, man. All we need is to at least get to the 35, 40-yard line. You don't need to go big for the touchdown. Get into field goal range. Carter came in untouched.
Sure did. 2nd and 10.
Another big pass, and it is. Oh my God! Quick flip to drop now. Oh, that has been the story of Green Bay all flipping night. Catch the ball. Come on.
Oh, man.
Oh, I was just singing your praises no more than like 5-10 minutes ago. What are you doing?
In his hands. Oh, man.
Here we go. 3rd down. He throws it off to Musgrave. 4th and 1. Hurry up to the line. Don't burn your other 2 timeouts yet. Try to get the 1st down first.
Flag. Oh, boy.
And
What's
it's
the
a
flag
fumble.
for?
Eagles recover.
But what's the flag for?
It's game over.
They're going to call offside. But if it's – oh, wow.
Game over.
Oh, my God. If that fumble stands, that's the game. And if it was from Jalen Phillips, a 3rd-round pick was cheap. Now, if you're Philadelphia here, let's see. Yep, that ball's out. Now,
I'm done with Green Bay this year. I'm
minute.
done.
So for those of you that weren't part of our private phone call that Ray and I had before our live stream tonight, he said this is what he does when the Packers do something stupid invariably. He says that he's done and he's ready to burn everything down to the ground. Welcome to the
Why? Can you make stupid play calls again? Can you try to throw the ball again?
So here's the thing. There's 1:26 left on the clock. Packers have 2 timeouts. I don't remember where the ball was on the field, but I think it was near the 40.
You guys are kicking a field goal if we stop you, which means it's a touchdown or nothing.
Let's just say the Eagles don't get a field goal. And let's see here. Packers have 2 timeouts, 8 seconds per play, 16-16.
Well, no, there's not going to have any timeouts if we get the ball back because we're going to have to use them to stop the clock.
I'm thinking in my head, the Packers have 2 timeouts. Each play lasts for maybe, let's just say, 5 seconds. Right there's 10 seconds, gets you to a minute 16. 35 seconds gets you to 40 seconds. You might have 30 seconds to try to go win the game. If the Eagles totally mismanage this, which they've shown you they can do.
Oh, my God.
But moreover, I think that is the play of the game right there. Josh Jacobs fumbling the football. That's the play of the game right there. Because right now, up until then, in this drive, Packers had the momentum.
Green Bay's not going to make the playoffs this year. I said that in my earlier episode with like my mid predictions, but their offense is. What the hell am I watching?
Look at that, man. Jalen Phillips. He has had one hell of a game for his first game with the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, putting our fandom aside, I think we can both agree on that. Dude just balled out today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm not even going to deny that.
Now, the Eagles cannot mismanage this. Yeah, the Eagles have the ball at the Packer 39. Barkley gets about 2.
Oh, well, by the time this game's over, it's just like I said a couple days ago. That tie is going to screw Green Bay.
And it's going to drop him out of the playoff race.
Yep. Oh, my God. Too little, too late, just like I called it. Can't wait till the fourth quarter after the other team goes up 2 possessions to start playing football.
My, oh, my.
Oh, man. I'm sure the kids will have fun on Wednesday harassing the crap out of me now. We need to stop waiting until the fourth quarter to start showing up on offense.
Honestly, I think the Packers moving forward, I'm not saying they need to do this all the time, but they need to be running that NASCAR package a heck of a lot more.
That's what I said at the beginning of the game. If they just run that offense fast paced, don't stop and think about it, they're fine.
And Saquon Barkley gets to just about the 35.
But for some odd reason, they feel the need to run slow, take their time, feed Jacobs, which he does great, don't get me wrong, but there's no reason to kill your whole entire offense just to feed Jacobs all game.
And as I said, Ray, the Packers are going to have probably about 40 to 30 seconds, well, probably about less than 30 seconds to try and win the ball game here.
Eagles are going for it. They're going for the win.
I don't think they are. Timeout, just like I said they would do.
Oh.
Eagles' next few games: Lions, Cowboys, Bears, at the Chargers, and Raiders. I think if the Eagles can get past the Lions and move to 8-2, their next 4 games are completely winnable, and that would get the Eagles to 12-2 toward the end of the year.
I'm a big Eagles fan next week. Just saying.
It would help out the Packers. That would be for sure. Although the Eagles going up against the Lions, that's going to be a tough game for the Eagles. And they are indeed going for it. I don't fully understand
They're going
why.
for the win.
Here come the Packers. Deep ball. Broken up. That's
All we need is
okay.
a field goal.
But 27 seconds, no timeouts.
I don't like that play call again from the Eagles.
Nor do I.
I get going for the win, but don't go for the end zone. Get the first down.
They should have kicked the field goal there.
Well, even kicking the field goal, that makes Green Bay have to march it literally 80 to 90 yards in less than 30 seconds. Now you're telling them, hey, you have to get like 30, 40 yards, kick a field goal, and you're all right. I just don't understand the play calling from the Eagles this whole last 2 minutes that we've seen from them.
Nor do I.
Can't take a sack. You got to throw.
Incomplete.
Oh, my God. Come on. I love how you wait till now to throw it deep. What are you going to do if he catches it in the middle of the field? You ruin the game. Think smart. Go for the sidelines. Or if you're going to throw it middle, throw it short middle and get your ass back to the line of scrimmage. There's no need to throw that deep.
Oh, man. Kuba almost intercepted that. 20 seconds. Yeah, the Cowboys. The Packers need to throw to the boundary.
Why?
Try and hurry it up and try and clock
10,
it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, spikes it. Why?
Take one more heave, or are they going to try and go for they're going to try and go for an NFL record tying field goal.
I hate the Packers. I swear to God, I hate the Packers.
Well, this is going to be one heck of a kick with wind. It's not impossible. It's only improbable.
Oh my God.
Completely mismanaged the last 3 minutes of this football game. Completely mismanaged. This game could have been over 5 minutes ago had the Eagles.
Why did Philly call a timeout right there? That was delay a game on Green Bay, and it said Philly took a timeout. Wow. And he missed it too. Wow. Come on.
Gives the kicker confidence that he can make it.
He missed it. It was short.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It gives the kicker confidence that he can do it. So now you're giving him a timeout. Oh.
What? Oh, why are we?
Oh, boy. They're going to try and run a 3-second play to the boundary.
What was the point of that?
To try and get a little bit closer.
What was the point of that?
to try and get a little bit closer for the kicker, but now you're right back in this situation where the kicker is going to have to try and make a field goal.
Oh. Kick is up. And it's blocked. I fucking called it too. I said your special teams was going to save the goddamn game. Son of a...
Wow. And Philadelphia Eagles improved to 7-2, while the Packers fall to 5-3-1 by a final score of 10-7. Thank you to all of you who have watched this game with us for the last 3 hours and 15 minutes. I don't think either one of us predicted this low scoring of a game. Mismanagement on the Philadelphia Eagles end at the end of the game there that the Packers could have very easily taken advantage of, and they didn't. No, he just shanked that kick. It wasn't blocked, it was shanked. But Ray, I think the name of the game today for the Eagles and Packers comes down, and we've talked about this the whole game long, and it's 2 words: missed opportunities.
Green Bay just... I said it the whole entire game. They need to start speeding up their offense. They need to get their ass in gear. And they waited and waited and waited and waited until, what did they do? The 2-minute drive at the end of the first half. Granted, they fumbled. It happens. I get turnovers happen. They didn't show up again, though, until the fourth quarter, down 10, with 10 minutes left in the ball game. You can't play football like that and expect to win football games. That's how they played all season. I said in my pregame, I didn't want to see Green Bay do that. I wanted to see them come out and fire. And what did they do? The exact same thing I said they didn't need to do. They dropped the ball again tonight. You can't play from behind and expect to come back every freaking game. You can't do it.
No. And, I mean, the Packers had opportunities. They did not take advantage of them. I think also, if we're going to just make bullet points about it, I think that really the Packers could have also won this game had their wide receivers caught the football. Their wide receivers
there's football. So many drops tonight, especially by Romeo Doubs, who was the favorite target for Love for the past couple weeks. Just quite literally dropped the ball for the Packers tonight.
Yeah, quite literally dropped the ball. And then if you're the Eagles, you have to be happy with your defense. Your defense played well. If you're Howie Roseman, you have to be feeling good because you obviously made the right decision in trading for Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips was playing out of his mind today, forced a game-changing, momentum-swinging fumble that the Eagles recovered, but also missed opportunities. On the Eagles' first or second drive, Jalen Hurts fumbles the football, gives the ball right back to the Packers. That could have easily been 7 points. We could be looking at a 14-7 game instead of a 10-7 game. In the last 3 minutes, the Eagles coaching staff totally mismanages the play clock, and it mismanages the situation and allows Green Bay to have not 1 but 2 opportunities to win the football game there at the end. To borrow one of your lines, Ray, that's not how you win football games. They got away with it today, but next week with a game against the Lions, that is not how you win football games.
No, with a lead like that, like I said, at 2:30 left in the game, I kept saying we had 2 timeouts left, but just give Barkley the ball, the game was over. And they just all of a sudden felt the need to pass it. It stops the clock on the incompletions. I didn't quite understand it. I still kind of want to hear the post game of why we're throwing the ball so much and not just running the clock out, or in the second instance that you're talking about, kick the field goal and go up by 6 instead of by 3, and making that field goal that was shanked a potential Hail Mary attempt and hoping for the best for Green Bay.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of I didn't understand that. So
I didn't understand the coaching decisions there by Matt Sirianni and Kevin Patullo there at the end. I understand that you knew that Green Bay was going to load up the box and was going to bring pressure to stop Saquon Barkley, but you knew that going into it, so you could scheme around that. But instead, you decided to throw the ball through 2 or 3 straight incompletions that stopped the clock and gave the Packers an opportunity to come back and win the game. Jalen Phillips, your newly acquired defensive end / linebacker, bails you out with a forced fumble. And then yet again, when given an opportunity to kick a field goal and make it a 6-point game and force the Packers to drive the whole way down the field and score a touchdown to win, you don't. And then this play right here that we're watching, you go deep to A.J. Brown on 4th and 8. And with like that's I'm like I don't understand that play call. Like I know I'm picnicking here, but I don't understand that play call. We got the win. Yeah. Great. We're 7-2. But that is pathetic. I'm sorry. Like I understand A.J. Brown didn't have that great of a game. He hasn't had a great season, but he is a great wide receiver. But he should not be getting the ball there. That should be Saquon Barkley's ball, or Dallas Goedert's ball, or Will Shipley's ball, or Tank Bigsby's ball, or even I don't know. Yeah, it's 4th and 8, but they're not expecting you to run a tush push on 4th and 8. Run the tush push for Pete's sake.
Right.
I don't understand the play calling.
Yeah, it baffled me. I went from being hopeless to maybe we have a chance to this is pissing me off to maybe we have a chance to I hate everything about Green Bay. I don't know why I root for these guys because all they do is tick me off. And that's where I'm at right now.
So I've given my takeaways from the game, which I will just, again, sum up in 2 words: missed opportunities. Right? If you had to sum up the game in a few words, what would you sum up the game as?
In a few words, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, insanity. Green Bay is living through insanity right now. They keep doing the same offense over and over again, falling behind, and then expecting a different result to come back. I don't get it. That's my sum of the game is insanity.
So Eagles are tied with the Seahawks and the Rams for the best record in the NFC at 7-2. I do believe that just based on tiebreakers right now, the Eagles would claim the number 1 seed. I think we'll just have to wait and see how that shakes out. But with a loss today, the Packers, they could very well be on the outside looking in.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident where you are on the outside looking in. I think we're the number 8 seed in the playoffs now. So,
well, buddy, do you have anything else you want to say? You want to say any words of wisdom?
not till probably tomorrow.
All right. Well, we'll let Ray sit in his feels. We both got to get to bed. I might get a little drink here. I don't know about you, Ray, but I've been holding it, and I need to use the bathroom. I've been needing to go to the bathroom for the last 3.5 hours. So all of y'all that stayed and watched the game, or if you even watched parts of the game with us and watched us talk and just yap about football for 3.5 hours, thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Ray. This is my name's Ray. See, I'm exhausted. My name's Alex. This is Ray. We do here on Frozen Takes podcast for about all things sports. Our buddy Fred couldn't join us, but he does podcast with us. Join us on our Discord and our Rumble. Check us out on YouTube and Rumble. Leave a comment down below, but most importantly, subscribe. And for all of us here on the Frozen Takes crew, signing off.